Dane's got room to run. First and goal to go for Emery. With the grab all the way down to the 25-yard line. Wilson looking, wants the end zone. Olsen, corner, drags the foot, touchdown Emery.
Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Trevin Gilbert, number 9. Deacon Mangum, number 12. Philip O'Neill, number 58. Jackson Johnson, number 22. Hylos, number 21. Braxton Butler, number 33. Josh Howard, 76. Porter Hersman, number 23. Clayton Overson, number 6. Gordon Crispin, number 25. Aiden Abrams, number 3.
Emery Spartan football is powered by Castle Country Radio. And now for tonight's play-by-play, let's join Jordan Buscarini and Travis Anderson in the Sutherland's broadcast booth for tonight's game.
Welcome into week 2 of the high school football season here on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Jordan Buscarini alongside Travis Anderson. It's the home opener. Seems like we wait forever for this. Last year we were on the road in Roosevelt for this specific matchup. Tonight the Union Cougars are here at Emery High School. Always a pleasure to be along with you for Emery High School football. We are also streaming live video-wise on YouTube. All you have to do is go to YouTube, type in Castle Country Radio Emery, and boom, there's the live feed. We're going to have every Emery High School football game for you right there. You can also go back and watch the games anytime you would like with the radio broadcast. Travis, we take a look at this matchup tonight. It's a pair of teams that started their season off with a W just a week ago.
Yeah, both teams coming off W's like you talked about. For Emery going on the road at North Sanpete, finally getting that win on the road in a very tough place to play. And then last year, this Emery team knocked off this Union team on their home field. So Union's very good against the run. That's an area that Emery struggled last week, is running the football. So we'll see if things can turn on a dime and Emery can run the football today.
Only had 13 attempts last week. However, Bowden Christman, 8 attempts, 24 yards, 1 touchdown, had a long run of 7 yards. Jackson Johnson had 5 attempts, 7 yards, had a long run of 7 yards. So Emery definitely struggled to run the football last week. You know who else struggled to run the football last week? Judge Memorial, the same team that Union beat. In fact, they had negative yards in that game.
Yeah, Union's very stout up front. They're very good against the run. I think Emery can throw the football on this team, similar to what we saw last week against North Sanpete. They can throw the football on that team, go 5 wide, spread them out. I think that's where you can have success, as spreading Union out.
We'll see if Emery just continues to evolve. I still love what the Spartans have up front. So if we start left to right, left tackle Caleb O'Neill, he's a senior, he's a beast, might be one of the best linemen in the 3A classification. Left guard Damon Farley, center Josh Howard, right guard Kevin Hadfield this week. And then at right tackle, Titan Mortensen. So some minimal changes for Emery up front, but we'll see if that opens things up just a bit. This is an experienced unit. I mean, we're talking about 3 seniors, 2 juniors. They've had their fair share of varsity football.
Yeah, this Emery offensive line a week ago did a very good job up front. Did a good job blocking, allowing their quarterback, Trevin Gilbert, to have time in the pocket to throw the football down the field. And you saw the success that they had throwing the football. If it was Deacon Mangum, if it was Porter Herdsman, whoever it was that was out, lined up at the wide receiver spot, they got touches and they did good things with the football. Yak yards. They did a good job with the yak. Those are yards after the catch.
Now here's what we have coming up on the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. In just a moment, you're going to hear from head coach John Famalo. We also had a chance to catch up with senior Hayden Abrams. He was dynamic last week. 2 interceptions. 1 went back for a 70-yard touchdown. He also had a tackle for a loss. Oh, and he had 1 grab for 51 yards and a touchdown. Hayden was incredible last Friday.
That Hayden did everything that you could ask in a game. Had the interception, like you said, had the touchdown receiving, had the touchdown off the interception. So he did a good job last week. I think Hayden is a kid who's going to have success tonight again.
You're going to hear from Hayden Abrams. That's coming up as well. We're about 25 minutes away from kickoff. It's Emery High School football. It's here on KOAL 107.3 FM, 750 AM, also on YouTube, and it's the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. We're back in just a moment.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck. Because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Imagine stepping foot into your dream home. The scent of fresh paint and the feel of plush carpet under your feet. Hi, this is Greg at the Driggs Mortgage Team. We make that dream come to life with our expert guidance and personalized financing solutions. Now closer to you at our new location, 23 South Carbon Avenue, Suite 21 in Price. Because when it comes to financing your home, there's simply no substitute for experience. Driggs Mortgage Team, NMLS number 272076, Equal Housing Opportunity. Driggs Mortgage Team is a DBA of Premier Mortgage Resources, LLC, NMLS 1169.
Feel the force of the Ram heavy-duty truck. Power horse beast that thrills with its performance. Hi, this is Thad. Imagine saving up to $15,000 off the original MSRP. Auto Farm has 15 at the ready and waiting for a test drive, including 5 hard-to-find dualies, exceptional strength, unprecedented durability, and might that echoes in every gear shift. Demand the best from your heavy-duty jobs. Demand a Ram heavy-duty from Auto Farm. Because with Ram, it's just not driving. It's just not a lifestyle. Don't just imagine. Come in and test drive away today.
Howard, number 76, also from home, the home of the Spartans.
107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Discover peace of mind with Don's Hometown Insurance, now even closer to home at their new location, 58 West Main Street in Price. Connect directly with friendly agents ready to tailor a package just for you. Imagine bundling your home, auto, and life insurance, simplifying your life while maximizing your savings. Experience personalized service designed to protect what matters most to you. Visit Don's Hometown Insurance today and feel the difference.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Imagine this. You're cruising down the highway, windows down, music up, but suddenly your car sputters. Don't let car troubles break your stride. At Cars Complete Auto Repair Service in Wellington, they're dedicated to keeping your vehicle running smoothly so you can keep enjoying those flawless drives. From regular maintenance like oil changes and wheel alignments to tune-ups and even new tires, Cars is here to help. Visit Cars today and drive away confident knowing your car is in its best shape ever.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck. Because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Welcome back to the Emery Spartan Pregame Show on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Brought to you by Landon's Diesel Service. Leave your truck in the hands of those who know diesel engines. Landon's Diesel Service at 540 South 300 West in Price.
Welcome back into the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. It's here on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. We are counting down the moments to kick off week 2 and the home opener as the Emery Spartans get set to play host to the Union Cougars. Both teams coming off of wins last week in the season opener. Emery outscored North St. Pete 20-0 in the second half. And the offense took care of its business as Emery would coast to a win for the first time in Mount Pleasant since 2009. Now, we did have an opportunity to talk with head coach John Famalo yesterday. We talked about his overall assessment of the game. We talked about this week of practice, and we talked about tonight's opponent in the Union Cougars. Coach, it's great to get you back on today. Thank you.
Hey, appreciate you having me on, Jordan.
Yeah, definitely, Coach. Now that the dust has kind of settled, I know we talked post-game on Friday. You had an opportunity, obviously, to go back and kind of dissect things and maybe nitpick a little bit more. Overall assessment, did it change at all, Coach, from Friday night when you said, look, it was ugly, but we got the win?
Yeah, I mean, looking at film helps. See some things, some deficiencies, and some things you did well. So, We made some changes personnel-wise, and, so we'll see if that helps. Like I say, it wasn't the cleanest game, but we'll take the win. And so, just happy to walk away with the win, truthfully.
Yeah, we talked about a couple of key players, Coach, a couple of kids that really stepped up. And I think we have to start with Hayden Abrams, because he was dynamic really on both sides of the ball. I mean, managed to score a touchdown on the defensive side, scored a touchdown on the offensive side, had a couple of big interceptions. Statistically, that's a very pleasing game, to say the least.
Yeah, no, I was happy about that. See how well he played on both sides of the ball. And so, that's kind of my expectation of him. He's just one of those kids that makes big plays, and that's what he did on last Friday. And so hopefully he can continue that trend and continue to play big for us.
We also talked a lot about Gideon Meekum. I know during the post-game, Coach, on Friday, I was really impressed with just how active he was, how tough he was. You mentioned he's a Meekum. That's what they do. And so for Gideon to really get out there at the varsity level and give you some solid reps defensively, I'm sure we're going to see more of him, I would assume, moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of solidified himself there at that backer position right now. And so, he had a phenomenal game and made some key plays for us. They were kind of coming at us and kind of come right at us, and made that adjustment. And, he was able to make some plays for us, and was pretty consistent. So I'm just happy about his play. And they say hopefully he continues that.
Coach, going back and looking at your defensive unit in that second half, were you able to maybe come up with something that really worked for you in the second half, something that stood out that was different from the first two quarters, maybe in comparison to the second half? Because really, turnovers played a big factor in this game. I mean, you guys were opportunistic on the defensive side of the ball, but what really changed the tempo in the second half?
A lot of it was us getting a lead. I mean, that was the biggest key, kind of making them play our game, I think. So defensively, kind of, I think they were not as good at throwing the ball as they were, running the ball. We were able to get off the field a few times get them in third down and a little bit longer. And then we weren't able to do that the first quarter. And so I felt like we settled in once we were able to get ourselves off the field and then get some points on the board and get a little bit ahead. And they were kind of in our wheelhouse of, our secondary team being opportunistic and getting a couple more picks in that second half and making good things happen.
Offensively, Coach, you guys put up 20 points, really 20 points, I guess, in the second half. First half, you take away the pick six, things change a little bit. But was that kind of the same thing? You just felt like the offense got a little bit more comfortable, easier to play when you're actually on the field, as you guys sat on the sidelines for an awful long time in that first quarter?
Yeah, I think that was part of it. Part of it, again, these kids are, it's the first time playing, they play minutes, but minutes that really count, and, people are really counting on them. And so I think a little bit of that, we saw a few drops, a few, not the best passes, and so there's just a little bit of combination. We couldn't get a lot of that. I think there's just a little bit of nerves. And, I think once we settled in the second half, they did what they did, did how they expected them to play, played how they expected them to play. So, I think that's a lot of it, I think.
And then you and I did ask you about Trevin Gilbert and the way he performed in his first game at the varsity level. At times, Coach, I thought he looked spectacular at times in this game.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. He's really got a pretty decent arm. He's really accurate, and just the checkdowns he did a few times, just was nice to be able to see that, and we got big yards out of that. So he's taking what the defense gives him, and I think just one bad pass kind of read a little bit too soon. But other than that, I thought he was pretty efficient and put the ball where he needed to.
We got our guest right now, Coach John Famalo of the Emery High School football team. Coach, now that we can move on from the North Sanpete game, we start to prepare for Union. How different is preparation for Union in comparison to North Sanpete? I mean, do you see anything between these styles? I mean, they were able to run the ball, I know, effectively against Judge Memorial last week. Is that maybe the most common denominator between these two teams, the fact that they can run the ball effectively on the ground?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we need to stop. They're pretty dynamic. They got a pretty dynamic quarterback that can run, and pretty good running back. And so, I think that's our focus. If somehow we can, get ourselves in some third and some eights and third and longs and make them throw the ball, I feel a whole lot more comfortable that way rather than just kind of getting short sticks and running the ball, because they're really good at running the ball. So think that's going to be the big key for us, is keeping that run under control and getting them in long bounds, and just trying to get ourselves off the field and give our offense an opportunity.
I think he threw 10. He was 10 of 18 last week against Judge Memorial. Did throw an interception as well, but he had two guys out of the backfield that were averaging roughly 5, 6, 7 yards per carry. And so, anytime you have a sophomore quarterback, Coach, I mean, is that the main goal? Like, look, let's keep him in the pocket. Let's force him to try to beat us with his own.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is. I mean, it's similar to what we had last week. It's, we'll get them to throw it, and, if we can control that run and make them play a little bit of our game, we feel a little bit more comfortable, then, I think it's we'll give ourselves a chance. If we let them kind of run around and make plays, and, it's going to be a long night. He's got a really good arm. I can't say he's real accurate, but he throws the flat ball and the long ball, and so those are two things we got to make sure we stay on top of the long ball and really get after the and the two screen and little screens. Felt like he was really effective that way. So pretty dynamic player, and so we're gonna get a little cut out for us to keep him under wraps.
As far as throwing the long ball is concerned, Coach, I mean, really communication among the secondary going to be huge. Were you happy with what you saw communication-wise from your secondary? I know there were a couple of blips here and there throughout the game, but I would assume that's to be expected, right? First game of the season. I mean, overall, were you happy with communication and the assignments that they played in week one?
Oh, yeah. No, I thought we kind of were always probably right in the right spot. Maybe just a little bit, out of position on a few of those. And then, I only saw on film maybe one that we missed in that assignment. Other than that, I felt like our kids were where they needed to be, and just sometimes they made a better play than we did, and we were just a little bit out of position that way. But I felt like the kids understand what we're doing and getting to where they need to, and so a lot of it's now, let's just make a play. It's them versus you. So
I can't recall, Coach, at least in my estimation, the last time you had this many options, this much depth as far as the secondary is concerned. I mean, you've got a lot of kids that can play out there.
Yeah, and that's a nice thing to have. You've got Porter and Quaid, really good corners on those edges, and then I and AJ as those safeties, and Bo Stilson will probably see him a lot this week, and so you're going to see a lot of different kids there, but they're all pretty smart, good players, and understand our system, and so expect them to hopefully continue to execute at a high level.
I know there's huge variables when you compare what happened last week to what could happen this week, Coach, but statistically it's impossible to ignore the lack of running attack that Judge Memorial had against Union. It's impossible to ignore that. I think they ended with negative yardage, if I'm not mistaken, on the ground, and we go back and take a look at what we did on the ground last week, and it was 35 yards, 35 yards. And so you combine those two, and then we flip this, you would say, well, Union obviously very good against the rushing attack. What did you see in that game between Judge and Union?
Really, honestly, it's one of those, Union kind of jumped on them early, and they ended up throwing Judge maybe in a little bit more than they wanted to, and Union took advantage of that. And so they were in ball control, really, while I was running the ball. They had a hard time stopping the run. And so, it's one of those where you dig yourself a hole and you're having to play, behind the sticks and throw the ball a bunch, and you're going to be in trouble. Because they're really good. They're honestly pretty good on the back end, and they're really aggressive up front. They like to put some pressure on you. They sit in that 4-2-5, and they have 6 guys in the box always, and they're sending 5 to 6 guys every single time. So being able to run the ball is going to be a big chore for us, and that's one of our goals this week is to get that on track, because it wasn't last week. And if we can get that going, that'll make a whole different ball game for us and a different team altogether.
When you talk about the pressure that Union can throw at you, that is one aspect I haven't really talked to you about in terms of Trevin, the pocket, how he responds to pressure being thrown at him defensively. You probably will see a lot more of that this week, it sounds like.
Yeah, for sure. And so that's one of those he's got to take what the defense gives him, and sometimes learn to live another play, and that might be just throwing the ball away and instead of taking a sack. And so, we've talked to him about that, just looking for those opportunities to give yourself an opportunity and not, get third and longs or second and longs by taking a sack. And so, I was really happy about our pass protection last week. We had a couple sacks. One was a misassignment, and then one, he may have been able to throw away the ball, but actually both sacks actually were a little bit missed assignments. But I was happy about the way they pass pro'd and gave them time to throw the ball.
We began by talking about special teams, Coach. Overall, how satisfied were you with what you saw on the special teams unit this past Friday?
I thought Jaden did a good job. As far as punting, that was one of my big worries. You got a new punter, a new snapper, Logan Huntington, and so you worry about that chemistry and, a varsity football game. But, they had us pinned there on the one, and he was able to get us out of the end zone. And so our field position was huge for us in a lot of situations last week. And so I'm expecting the same thing. Field position is a lot of the game, and special teams is a big part of that. And so, Jaden keeps it up, and, we can play on their side of the field. Makes a big difference defensively for us.
Yeah, I think that probably had to be the most nerve-wracking individual play of last Friday, right? Anytime you punt out of your own end zone with a new long snapper and a new punter, you hold your breath a little bit.
Yeah, no, those were the situations. Yeah, you can't wrap, that intensity of it. But it was nice to be able to see him execute and get the ball off like he did. I think he averaged probably close to 40 yards per punt, which is good. And so, really gave us a chance to kind of, get our defense in a position to play a little bit more and protect a little bit more of the field. So that was nice.
Coach, it's always great to get you on. Thank you again for the time. We'll see you at the game tomorrow night.
Hey, I appreciate it, Jordan. Thank you.
That's Emery High School football coach John Famalo talking about tonight's contest. Emery playing host to the Union Cougars. We are inching closer to kickoff, but we do have more coming up on the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. Today's player feature will focus on senior Hayden Abrams. Abrams was outstanding last week against North St. Pete. He had 2 interceptions, a tackle for a loss, and 2 touchdowns. And we had a chance to catch up with Hayden Abrams, who was named the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union Athlete of the Week. And that's coming up when we return here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Driving to Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck. Because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Remodeling as easy as 1, 2, 3. 123 Remodeling. From basements to ceilings, indoor to outdoor. Chris Nunez at 123 Remodeling is local, licensed, and insured. Framing, plumbing, electrical, drywalling, patios, garage doors. 123 Remodeling can build it, install it, and repair it. Chris is always communicating with his clients and is always transparent. Stay away from those out-of-town fly-by-night contractors. Shop at local. With the all-new 123 Remodeling. Call 435-630-2215. 630-2215.
Discover the difference experience makes at Mr. Automotive in Huntington. With over 30 years dedicated to matching the perfect vehicle with the right person in Castle Country, we know a thing or two about cars and about saving you money. Thanks to our low overhead, we're able to pass incredible savings directly on to you. Drive away happy with a deal as reliable as our service. Visit Mr. Automotive today, where experience means savings and you meet your new car.
You've been accused of doing something illegal. Now it's time for a strong defense in the game of legal matters. Let Oliver Law tackle your case. Robert Oliver believes in innocent until proven guilty. Oliver Law brings you a strong defense for the best possible outcome for your criminal case. And when it's time to go on offense, Robert Oliver has the game plan to tackle your legal troubles. Call 435-637-6060 or go to robertoliverlegal.com to request a free consultation. Robert Oliver, passionate about defending the underdog.
Get the education you want at a price you can afford at USU Eastern. Our low tuition costs combined with a wide range of scholarships will help you get the career, training, or degree that you want to start a career in a field you're passionate about. Just by applying for admission to USU Eastern, you're automatically considered for some scholarships. Apply by April 1st at eastern.usu.edu/scholarships to explore your options.
Welcome back to the Emery Spartan pregame show on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Brought to you by Landon's Diesel Service. Leave your truck in the hands of those who need diesel engines. Landon's Diesel Service at 540 South, 300 West in Price.
Welcome back into the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show right here on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. We are inching closer to kickoff. Tonight, Emery playing host to the Union Cougars. And as we get a little bit closer to the start of the home opener, we're going to focus on Emery High School senior Hayden Abrams. He was outstanding last week. Had a 70-yard pick six, a 51-yard touchdown reception, and another interception in the second half, and had a tackle for a loss. Now, that performance led him to be named Eastern Utah Community Credit Union's Athlete of the Week, and we had a chance to catch up with him earlier this week. Today, we're being joined by Emery High School senior Hayden Abrams. Hayden, it's great to chat with you. Thank you.
Good to talk to you.
Let's talk about what went down Friday night. You scored 2 touchdowns, had a 70-yard pick six, also came up with a reception late in the game. Talk to me about Friday, how it all came together, and your overall assessment of the team's performance.
I think we all did good. We all kind of did our job the first half. We just needed to pick it up a little bit more. But my assessment, we just did good. We did our jobs the second half. The first half, we could have done a little bit better, but it just came together.
I know I talked to Coach Famalo about your performance defensively after the game. Obviously, the pick six is going to stand out. However, that wasn't the only thing you accomplished defensively in this game. What were you seeing out there on the field that made you so successful and kind of made you a ball hawk at the end of the day?
You could just tell they would all look, and Braxton, he would just say, hey, they're looking where they're going. So every time you just look where the line's going, he'd drop into the pass set, and you'd have the ball right there.
So you start the season off right with that pick six. That's first score of the season, right? Kind of sets the tone. However, we're tied 14-14 going into halftime. What was Coach telling you guys at the end of the first half?
He was like, it's ugly, but we all knew it was going to happen. It's going to be a dogfight. And then I think we all kind of everybody was kind of mad. Everybody was kind of disappointed in their performance, so I think we just kicked it in the butt and went.
You guys did shut North St. Pete out over the final 2 quarters. I know you love to play defense, right? I mean, you've always loved to play defense. So for you, that had to be a great thing, right? You don't give up any points in the second half, you're going to win a lot of football games.
Oh, yeah. Defense wins games.
Yeah, for sure. Now that we got the first game behind us, you can kind of focus on a new week of practice and a new opponent. How has that been for you guys so far? How was practice?
It was pretty good, a little slow, but I think we're just getting into it. A few bumps and bruises, but we're getting into it. We're getting ready for them.
Is it harder to get involved, or I shouldn't say involved, is it harder to get into it when school starts again? Because now you got other things you have to worry about besides just football. Like all summer, it's just football. That's not the case now.
Yeah, it's definitely a little harder. You got the classes, and then you just have to deal with practice afterward. But student athlete.
Tell me about the identity of this team. I think for me, I'm like, okay, you got to give me 3-4 games before but for you guys, do you have an identity? Do you say, okay, we're a defensive-minded team, we're a pass-oriented team, we're a run-oriented team? Have you guys just established that identity yet?
I think we're a defense team. Our defense is kind of locked now. We're pretty good. We're getting there. And our offense is sound right now, too. So I'd rather take defense just because I'm a defense guy. But, yeah, I think we're all sound everywhere.
I think the secondary is outstanding, right? There's a lot of guys. There's a lot of depth in the secondary, and we saw that against North St. Pete. It's going to be tough for teams to throw on you.
Yeah, our secondary is pretty good with our safeties, our cornerbacks and linebackers. We're pretty deep.
All right, so tell me about the biggest focus now as we prepare for what we have up and coming in Union. What's been the biggest focus, or what will be the biggest focus throughout this week?
I think our biggest focus will be our running game, and then our defense. We just got to work our running game. We got to stop it somehow. We will.
Dumb question. Better to score on offense or defense? Got to be defense, right?
Oh, yeah, defense for sure. Easily.
Talk to me about the touchdown catch that you did have, though. Let's go back over that before I let you go.
Yeah, I just kind of dropped back. I kind of wasn't really expecting it. I just went into my hook curl, and he just threw it straight to me. I wasn't really expecting it, and then it just took off. I thought I was about to be tackled at the 1 yard line. I was about to be sad, but no, I ended up making it through, so it was way cool.
Well, Hayden, I know we'll be talking again. Congratulations on picking up the victory. Best of luck on Friday against Union. And we'll do this again real soon.
All right, thank you.
That's Emery High School senior Hayden Abrams. As we get set for kickoff, we'll send it back to the studio one more time. And when we come back, little preparations and kickoff. It's Emery High School football. And the Spartans are getting set to take on the Union Cougars right here on KOAL 107.3 FM, 750 AM, and also live on our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio, Emery.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint, featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
The Spartans play here
Little Neal, number 58. Jackson Johnson, number 22. Ayos, number 21.
on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Back here on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Well, we were inching closer and closer to kickoff week 2 of the high school season. However, we are now at a lightning delay. Lightning has struck in the vicinity, and so all the fans, all the players have left the field. Travis, we're taking such good care of here at Emery High. We got our nice little booth. We got the heater. We're in no immediate danger, so we can stay in the broadcast booth and continue this pregame show, which will now extend out. It's the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. Again, tonight, Emery, Union. Big matchup. Both teams start off 1-0. Union tops Judge Memorial last week. Emery gets the win over North Sanpete. We just heard our interview from yesterday with Coach Famalo and also Hayden Abrams, and we will play more interviews here in a moment to fill some of the time. I'm going to get to Coach John Famalo's interview post-game from last week. A little bit of a different perspective, and I asked Coach Famalo that yesterday. Now that you had time to dissect the film, what stood out to you? And you heard his comments. Just looking at this matchup tonight, I think it's a great test for Emery early on, considering what Union has up front. I mean, this is a good football team.
Yeah, Union is good. We talked about in the open about how good they are against the run. That's an area where Emery struggled a week ago. So Emery has to run the football today effectively to open up the pass game. If they can't run the football and they become one-dimensional, I think that becomes a problem.
Well, I want to talk about some of the offensive statistics. And if we go to the backfield, the idea that Jackson Johnson, JJ, really did not have a ton of room to run. We really want to see him get loose. I mean, that's the perfect complement to Bowden Chrisman. Last week, 5 attempts, 7 yards for JJ. Bowden, on the flip side, had 8 attempts for 24 yards and a touchdown. About 33 yards of rushing, which really forced Emery to become one-dimensional. Now, the positive to that is that Trevin Gilbert definitely looked the part. His first start at the varsity level. I know he's a senior, but he's never played under center in that type of setting. Not to mention he's on the road against North Sanpete, a place we hadn't won since 2009. You look at Trevin's numbers a week ago, 19 of 30. He did throw 2 interceptions. One was definitely not his fault, but the big story was he had 2 touchdowns, and he was able to get the ball upfield, right? That's what I noticed about Trevin. I was extremely impressed with what we saw from him. I mean, at times, he looked very, very composed, looked the part, and he didn't look like a kid that played at the varsity level for the first time. I was impressed with what we saw from Trevin a week ago.
Yeah, 236, completed 63% of the passes, 19 of 30. Did a good job for his first start. I mean, he was on point. The 2 interceptions, that's going to happen in games. The one was probably not his fault. It got tipped. The second one, that's one where you have to look off your wide receiver. He stared down the right side and threw it that side. But those are things you learn as the season progresses.
Yeah, and in talking to Coach Famalo throughout the offseason, I think that the reoccurring theme was we have dudes this year. I mean, we have a lot of depth. And proof of that was Friday night when Trevin completed a pass to 7 different receivers. I mean, if you want to talk about parity, if you want to talk spreading the ball around the field, he connected with 7 different wideouts last week. And looking at the wide receiver numbers, the one that is so misleading, it's Deacon Mangum. So Deke had 6 catches. He had 61 yards. He had at least 145 yards called back on penalties that had no bearing on his play, right? And so I think Deacon proved last week he's going to be that threat. Who's going to take Creek Sharp's place? Because Creek, he could run outside the numbers. You could play 500 ball with him. We had a quarterback in Wade Stilson who could lob it a mile. Who's going to take the spot of Creek? And I think Deke proved that he is up for the task last weekend. He should have had about 150 yards receiving in that game.
Yeah, Deacon does a nice job, gets out of his breaks quick, and then it's the speed after the catch. Does a good job planting his foot, spinning out, and then going upfield.
Again, as we continue on this rain delay, I do have an interview in which we talked to Deacon Mangum. We talked to Jackson Johnson as well. This was during our media day, so it was before the season opener. So we try to queue up one of those interviews right now as we are at a lightning delay here at Emery High School. The clock shows about 8 minutes before we can reevaluate. However, there are no fans in the stands right now, and both teams are in the locker room. So we are going to have a late start here at Emery High School. So more coming up in just a moment. Right now, let's jump into some interviews with some of the players, a couple of seniors on this year's squad.
Deacon, it's great to get you on. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, definitely. Here we are now talking about your senior campaign. Very amazing how fast time flies, right? How have you grown during your time here at Emery High School?
When I first came to Emery High, I was definitely a little shy and kind of scared to play at this higher level, but it's nice to grow with the football and go through high school.
You definitely baptism under fire last year, right? I mean, you were kind of thrown into a pretty important role on the varsity unit due to injury. What was that like, jumping up to that level and playing, in a very tough region against a lot of stiff competition at the varsity level last year?
It was definitely intimidating at first, but as all of our coaches say, it's just next man up. And so when the opportunity came, I just had to jump on it.
Is there a specific moment that you remember from your junior season, maybe a specific play, good or bad, that has kind of stuck with you that you've tried to build off of?
Probably just sitting on the sideline and watching Matt go down. That was definitely I kind of got hit with the realization of it's my turn now, and I got to go out there and do what I can to help our team.
That moment came at a pretty crucial time too, right, against Manti, and then you stepped in and you had your moments. What has it been like for you this year, being one of those central figures as far as the skill position players on this team?
It's definitely interesting having to rise up and play my part and do what seniors do. It was kind of a little bit easier.
And like with Trevin, who's taken over under center.
It's been amazing. I mean, I've known this kid for years of my life, and so being able to rise up and play varsity with him this year is going to be fun.
You guys have obviously played together for years and years, right? And so I think sometimes we put too much emphasis on the idea of, okay, this is a new group. No, you guys are very familiar with one another.
Yeah, I've had Trevin as my quarterback 8th grade and freshman, sophomore, and half of my junior year before stepping up to Wade. So really, I've played way more ball with Trevin than I ever have Wade.
What do you prefer, offense or defense?
Definitely offense. I like getting the ball a lot more.
So it's scoring, not getting hit. That's what you prefer?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Let's look at this offensive unit. So outside of what Deacon Mangum can bring to the table, let's talk about some of the other guys. And who has impressed you during these summer months as we gear up for the season opener on Friday?
Definitely Porter. I mean, he's putting a lot of work. Me and him's had some sessions we've stuck to, and, man, that kid's fast.
Yeah, and we saw that last year, right? We saw that breakaway speed that he has. What's it like for you going into game week? Is it, there are guys that love to watch video, right? There are guys that like to put in the reps. What's it like for you? What do you prefer to do the week of?
I just like keeping my mind on football, not getting distracted by all the other things throughout the week. So just kind of focusing on what this Friday night holds for me.
What does this Friday night hold? When you take a look at North St. Pete, it's a team that we have a lot of history with. They're not an unfamiliar opponent. We see them quite a bit. What stands out to you about this team?
Just they always put in a ton of effort. They're always a good challenge. Even though we've had our way with them the past few years, they've always been a tough opponent.
I know we'll probably talk to some of the other guys about this as well, but boy, I like the schedule this year a lot more than last year. It seems to have it broke fairly well for us, I think, this season.
Yeah, no, I love last year we had mostly away games, and now being able to flip that schedule around and having a lot of home games with our home crowd behind us and familiar faces up in the stands.
What are the expectations? Have you guys talked about that? Have you gotten together and said, okay, this is the ultimate goal and this is where we expect to be?
it's not been much said, but I think we all hold ourselves pretty accountable and high in what our expectations are this year. Hopefully a trophy. We all hope. I mean, that's everybody's hope, but we just kind of like to think that we can be that powerhouse that we try to be.
Yeah, and I think that this is a pretty unique senior group as well. I mean, if we go back to your guys' sophomore year, that's where we kind of saw this program, it flipped, right? It elevated greatly, get to the semifinals against San Juan. And so you guys have been a part of a pretty special group as far as Emery High School football is concerned.
Yeah, we've had a great group ahead of us, kind of setting that example and bringing us back up. And let's hope to maintain it and maybe rise above even more.
Deacon, it was fun to watch you during your junior season. Can't wait to see what you bring to the table here as a senior. I appreciate you taking out the time, and we'll see you out on the field on Friday.
Thank you.
That's Emery High School senior Deacon Mangum. Another senior we talked to yesterday was Jackson Johnson. JJ doing some tremendous work for the Emery Spartan football team since he was a sophomore on special teams. We talked about that. We talked about moving into a senior campaign and sharing the backfield with Bowden Chrisman. Great interview yesterday with JJ.
JJ, it's great to get you on today. Thank you.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
Let's talk about your senior season and kind of the expectations right out of the gate, some of the things that you've kind of put on the list of accomplishments that you guys want to hit this year.
Of course, we want to do the best we can all year, fire from all cylinders. We got a good look at we should do pretty good this year. The final goal is always the championship, like Deacon said, but yeah, just do the best we can every game, and yeah.
I think you guys are always pretty battle tested by the time we get to the postseason. It's a tough region once again.
Yeah, it is a tough region with San Juan, and they've been on their streak for a while, but yeah.
Let's talk about your growth because I remember watching you play a little bit of varsity as a sophomore. Now here you are as a senior, and so you've actually seen this speed, this level of play for quite some time now. The adjustment period has got to be over and done with, right? I mean, you're well acclimated to the speed and to the physicality of the varsity game by this point.
Oh yeah, we've all this age group seen about everywhere. We've never really played like all together in one season.
Mm-hmm.
We've had all like everywhere, but this season should be good. We're gonna be all together, and yeah, I think we're all ready for varsity.
You guys may have not all played together, but you all have been called upon at various times. I know throughout really your entire football career here. What do you remember about that sophomore season? Because to me, that always sticks out as kind of the turning point, right, for this program. That's where things elevated. And you did see varsity time as a sophomore.
Yeah, sophomore I was kick returner. It was pretty scary, just kind of seeing how big those guys were going from playing freshman, sophomore to varsity the next year. But yeah, it's fun. Definitely a lot more to it. Like, gotta get your fundamentals down, all that. But yeah, playing seniors or varsity as a sophomore I think it was good for me to kind of see the tempo of the game and all that.
Walk me through being a kick returner at this level. How much of that is ad lib? I know that the Emery special teams have always been dynamic. Coach D's done a terrific job with that in several aspects. What's that like, returning a kick at this level? What are you looking for?
You're always just looking to cut to the outside is what G says once you can, but follow your blocks. Yeah, G does a great job coaching us. But yeah, it's way fun back there returning kicks. I don't know who's going to be back there this year, honestly, but whoever it is, I think they'll do great. Yeah, it's way fun.
Just hang on to the ball, right?
Yeah, just hang on to the ball.
Now let's talk about your transition coming out of the backfield this year, because skill position players, I like this group. I think there's a lot of talent. I think there's a lot of speed. I think this there's a lot of potential, to say the least. So talk to me about your role coming out of the backfield this year.
Me and Bowden are both going to be back there this year. I think sharing reps, it should be way good. Get all rested. And we play two different types of running. Bowden's more north-south. I try to get to the outside, but I think it'll be way good.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you about, how well you guys complement one another, because he loves to run in between the tackles.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen that.
Yeah, Bowden, he's way good at running. He's a stud. I think it'll work out perfect having both of us. So two different type of runners, yeah.
When Bowden is out on the field and you're on the sidelines, what are you watching? What are you trying to dissect? Because you can learn a lot, right, from watching somebody else take reps. So what's that like for you? What are you looking at on the sidelines?
I'm just kind of watching how he's looking, like picking the blocks and where the holes he's going, and then I try to do my best at doing that too. Yeah, he's way good at finding the holes. He's a stud. So I just try to watch for where he's finding the holes and see if I can do the same.
Yeah, we talk here about offense, but we also got to talk about defense because you're going to play an integral role in the secondary as well. So talk to me about that. I know Coach Famalo's always been that defensive-minded guy, right? So where do you fit in defensively on this group?
Defense, I think our secondary this year is probably one of the quickest in a while, especially having just all of us. We're all pretty fast, I think. I think we should do good. But, yeah, Famalo loves his defense. So, yeah, I think having all the speed in the secondary should be way good for covering deep ball. But, yeah, I think we should be good.
Lastly, before I let you go, here we are now starting regular season. It's upon us Friday. Got to go on the road, take on North St. Pete. Have you watched anything on this team? Have you prepped for North St. Pete yet?
Yeah, we haven't done any prepping yet. We usually do that like night before the game. We come in here and watch some film on them. But, yeah, I'm ready.
I guess in the meantime, the most important thing is just take care of you, right? That's the most important thing. You guys know your assignments, and it's making sure you execute in that realm.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. JJ, I appreciate the time, man. It's great to get you back on. I'm looking forward to watching you play this year. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Again, that's Jackson Johnson, senior here for Emery High School, as we have hit a massive lightning delay, getting set for week 2 of the high school football season. 1-0 Emery, 1-0 Union. Here on 107.3 FM, 750 AM. As it sits right now, we are about 25 minutes away from kickoff. The stands, we're the only ones out here. Fortunately, we're in our nice warm booth, but a perfect opportunity to push the live YouTube stream all season long, home or away. You're going to be able to follow the Emery Spartans. All you got to do is go to YouTube, type in Castle Country Radio Emery, and you can subscribe, like the page, and follow it throughout the entire year because we are going to be live wherever this team is, and we are going to wait out this lightning delay. We are about 25 minutes away from kickoff. It's here on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM, your home for Emery High School football.
Feel the force of the Ram heavy-duty truck, power horse beast that thrills with its performance. Hi, this is Thad. Imagine saving up to $15,000 off the original MSRP. Auto Farm has 15 at the ready and waiting for a test drive, including 5 hard-to-find dualies, exceptional strength, unprecedented durability, and might that echoes in every gear shift. Demand the best from your heavy-duty jobs. Demand a Ram heavy-duty from Auto Farm, because with Ram, it's just not driving. It's just not a lifestyle. Don't just imagine. Come in and test drive away today.
At Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, we have the solutions to your financial goals. From auto loans, RV, home and business, to savings, money market, and certificate accounts. With local people, local lending, and local decisions, you can depend on us.
Looking to transform your space? At 123 Remodeling, we specialize in bringing your vision to life. From electrical upgrades to seamless drywall finishes and expert garage door installations, we handle it all with precision and care right here in Carbon and Emery County. Trust the local experts at 123 Remodeling. Call us today at 630-2215.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Looking for financial solutions? At Cache Valley Bank, they're here to help. Whether you need commercial loans, mortgages, or expert financial advising, they've got you covered. Visit them today on the corner of First West and Main Street. Cache Valley Bank, your partner in financial success.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Imagine this. You're cruising down the highway, windows down, music up, but suddenly your car sputters. Don't let car troubles break your stride. At Cars, Complete Auto Repair Service in Wellington, they're dedicated to keeping your vehicle running smoothly so you can keep enjoying those flawless drives. From regular maintenance like oil changes and wheel alignments to tune-ups and even new tires, Cars is here to help. Visit Cars today and drive away confident knowing your car is in its best shape ever.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
Discover peace of mind with Don's Hometown Insurance, now even closer to home at their new location, 58 West Main Street in Price. Connect directly with friendly agents ready to tailor a package just for you. Imagine bundling your home, auto, and life insurance, simplifying your life while maximizing your savings. Experience personalized service designed to protect what matters most to you. Visit Don's Hometown Insurance today and feel the difference.
Imagine stepping foot into your dream home, the scent of fresh paint and the feel of plush carpet under your feet. Hi, this is Greg at the Driggs Mortgage Team. We make that dream come to life with our expert guidance and personalized financing solutions. Now closer to you at our new location in 23 South Carbon Avenue, Suite 21 in Price, because when it comes to financing your home, there's simply no substitute for experience.
Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
We'll bring back in the viewing audience as well on our YouTube feed. You can see the rainbow that pops up over the scoreboard. We are inching a little bit closer. Hopefully, well, it's a beautiful rainbow actually above Emery High School. We got the double rainbow, Travis. As we get set to go, we've heard from Coach John Famalo. We've heard from a couple of seniors, 3 seniors now on this year's team, and we will get back to some more interviews in just a moment. But one thing is for certain, even when we resume play here, it's going to be extremely wet and soggy out there on the field, even though it's turf, and that turf gets slick when it's wet.
Yeah, it's slick. The ball's going to be wet. You have to have ball security. You're going to have to cover that thing up with 2 hands because once we resume play, it's going to be a factor trying to get the grip on the football, trying to throw it down the field as well.
I don't know who that benefits if it benefits either team. Both would love to run the football. I know Emery has had a hard time running the ball. Union, they did it. I don't want to say exclusively last week, but they had a lot of success running against Judge Memorial. So if the game is regulated to a running attack, I mean, I do believe that benefits Union. I think it does.
I do too. I agree with you. Union can run the football at a high rate if that's what they're going to do. Just pound the football, take possessions away, and control the clock.
Now, as we continue to inch a little bit closer, hopefully, to kick off tonight, I'm going to go back and replay our post-game interview this past Friday with Coach John Famalo. This was following the win over North St. Pete. I think we have that queued up. This is after Emery topped the Hawks this past Friday, first time since 2009 at North St. Pete of Mount Pleasant. Pete Hawks joining us right now in the broadcast booth. We have head coach John Famalo. Coach, congratulations on the win.
Hey, thanks, Jordan. It wasn't pretty, but, I mean, a win's a win. We'll take it, especially on this field. I can't remember the last time we won on this field, so it feels good to be able to get away with a win at North St. Pete.
Yeah, I mean, just how rare is it? Well, there's some kids. We have freshmen that were just born the last time we won here. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time, so it feels good to get that monkey off your back, and it's a good test for us. Like I say, I knew Coach Tui would have these guys tuned up. It's the second year, and he did a great job, and I feel like our kids answered better in the second half, and a little bit, hopefully just jitters and first game, I think we're people are counting on you. And, that I think that got to them a little bit. And, they settled down the second half, and I felt like we executed better offensively and defensively. I think we're a lot more stout than we were the first half.
Yeah, I felt like there was definitely a control factor in that second half. The kids just looked more poised. And I guess that's to be expected, right? You've been beating up on each other really all spring, all summer.
Yeah, I mean, again, we run a spread, and so, I mean, you practice against a spread a ton. I knew they'd have that tight end, double tight, and, I was hoping we'd be a little bit more physical in that C gap, so we made some adjustments up front to move our linebackers out and make some adjustments, and that helped, and moving some personnel around up front made a big difference. And so, credit to the kids. They still grinded it out, and, they'll pound it at you, and they'll come at you. They got 2 good running backs and a great fullback, and, we just had to get ahead of the sticks, and then we had to get some conversions, make some scores, and then make them play our ball game, because I felt like we played into their ball game first half, and once they got into our house, then it's a different ball game.
Yeah, I mean, that first quarter, you want to talk about ball control, and I know that Hayden has a 70-yard pick six, right? That changes things a little bit. Yeah. But the offense didn't step on the field until about 2.5 minutes to play in that first quarter.
Yeah, and and they didn't do much.
Yeah.
So I mean, you turn it back over to them. So I mean, we're fortunate to be 7-7 at the end of the first quarter, and so defense played well and stepped up, and I feel like they kind of won it for us. Offensive, they executed better the second half, but I feel like our defense was pretty stout. Probably second through the fourth quarters. First quarter was a little rough.
I think it's interesting for Trevin Gilbert getting the first start at the varsity level at quarterback here as a senior. It's a poised kid, a mature kid, but we've never seen him at this level, right, underneath these lights, specifically on the road. And, Coach, he was very effective early on in this game. He did have a couple of mishaps, but overall we have him 19 of 27, 233 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. You get rid of the 2 interceptions, I think he played really a near-perfect game. And one of the things that's not showing up on the stat sheet was a 75-yard touchdown that was negated due to some illegal motion, right? Otherwise, he throws for over 300 yards and 3 scores.
Yeah, I think he would have got that number. Like I say, we had some unfortunate calls, and I brought a big play back, unfortunately, and then we turn the ball over, and then they score, and so it comes in 14-14 and a half. And so it's a learning experience for him, but I think overall he took what the defense gave him. I think the one pick, the kid just made a great play. I mean, he read cover 2, or he read the kid sloughing off. The kid jumped it, made a great jump on the ball, and so I'll credit that. The other one wasn't a great throw, but for the most part, I mean, I felt like he took what the defense gave him and executed well. And when we caught the ball, it was pretty good, because there were times when he did throw the ball on the mark and we dropped the ball. So it was a little bit of combination, whether it was a penalty, a drop pass, or maybe not the best pass. It was just seemed like we always had one mishap amongst a lot of those big plays, and a lot of them were unfortunately Deacon. That was on that end where he ended up with the touchdown called back, and another one that was pretty deep. So.
One of the things that I love, Coach, Trevin did connect with 7 different players through the air. I mean, that's great variety.
Well, that's the thing. We got a lot of dudes on that outside. I mean, from Porter to Yost to Quaid to Deacon. Hayden had a great game, and Butler. Butler did a great job too. And so, it was nice to be able to see. We had a couple decent screens. We didn't run the ball real great. Like he gave us a stat of only 4 yards. That's something we're gonna have to figure out. We're gonna have to establish at some point. But overall, I felt like our pass protection was good. Run blocking, we got to be a lot more physical.
Yeah, you still throw for 233 yards, despite the fact we only run for 40, right? I mean, they made us one-dimensional. Still, they put up 34 points tonight.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. They loaded the box. We again, they had to work on those edges and work in the middle, because those middle backers were just coming up and filling gaps, and so it was hard to find some areas in there to run. And we just got a lot of crossing routes across the middle where those backers were coming hard.
Coach, when you look at it, the way the defense performed tonight, I mean, very opportunistic. I believe 3 interceptions, maybe 4. My memory's going a little bit blank. Nonetheless, took advantage of some mistakes from a sophomore quarterback, and it seemed like the offense capitalized every time we forced turnovers, which was also big. With you being so defensive-minded, how happy were you with what you saw out of the secondary tonight?
I thought they did a good job, honestly. I mean, there was a few breakdowns. Other than that, I mean, the one Quaid gave, he's in decent position, kind of bit a little bit, and then, that kid was a pretty good receiver and just kind of out-physicaled him on a few of those plays. But he's always in a pretty good position, and, that's all you can ask for. And I thought, in coverage-wise, I thought we did a pretty good job. And that's, I feel better people throwing us the ball than running at times, and that's, we got them in that game. That's what we needed to do, get ahead, a touchdown or 2, and then make them, make the plays, and our kids were able to make some things happen on the back end with some turnovers.
What about the game by Gideon Meekum?
Hey, he stepped up big.
He was good.
He played well. I mean, that sack in that third quarter, I thought it was fourth quarter maybe, they're in our territory, and he came up with a huge sack that made a big difference in the ball game. So he was a lot more physical out there and did a good job kind of shoring up. That was kind of one of the adjustments we made, putting him in there, and he did a phenomenal job. He's a Meekum. He's just a physical kid.
Yeah, that's what they do, right?
Yeah, that's what we said. They're just hard-nosed kids that learn how to find the ball, and they're physical kids.
Yeah, they like to bruise it up, that's for sure. And then, of course, Hayden, I mean, so big throughout this night. He had a great game. You score a touchdown offensively and defensively. I mean, that's a rarity. That doesn't happen every night. He managed to do that.
Yeah, and 2 picks. I mean, he had a phenomenal game.
Yeah, that other pick,
that was huge. It was huge. It was a 2-screen. He was the only one kind of sitting on it, and luckily, he's in the right place, and he's being blocked, catching it with one hand. It's a phenomenal play.
Coach, we know that everyone's going to improve. I guess the key is pocket those wins, right, and improve with W's rather than improving with losses, right? I mean, that's the biggest thing I look at tonight. It wasn't the cleanest of games, cleaned it up in the second half, but they got the win.
Yeah, I mean, that's the most important thing, Jordan. I mean, at the end of the day, you don't play the best, you don't run the ball well, and you're still able to get a W on the road. Yeah, I mean, we'll take it. We'll take it for sure.
Coach, I really do appreciate you taking up the time to come up and talk about it. Great win, tough place to play. We know that just as well as anyone. It's not just football; it's always tough to play.
Yeah, North Sam, they play a different type of ball over here. They seem to figure it out. But we're lucky. We feel fortunate to go away with a win. So appreciate it, Jordan. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. That's Coach John Famalo again. That was Friday night after the win over the North Sanpete Hawks. I'm going to bring Travis Anderson back in as we get set for kickoff. The fans starting to make their way back into the stands. Players will have proper time to come on out, get warmed up, and then hopefully we'll have some football. I can give you some scores from around the state right now. Here's an update. Beaver over Grantsville, 14-0. That one has about 5 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Snow Canyon with a 7-0 lead over the Manti Templars. That one at the end of the first quarter. North Sanpete. This is the game that I really, really want to pay close attention to tonight. The Hawks lead Logan 6-0 right now with 3:32 to play in the first quarter. Let's pay attention to that game. And after one, Kanab 7, North Sevier 0. So those are some scores from around the state as the crowd starts to make its way back. Emery has now taken the field, Travis, and we're going to play some football on a soggy turf field. I'm curious to see how this works out. Pretty similar to what we had last year, right? I mean, it was wet. It was soggy last year against Union and Roosevelt. So let's bring that same weather about a year to the date here at Emery High School. It does affect the game, though. I think people believe because it's turf, weather doesn't play a factor. That's the furthest thing from the truth. That field is slippery.
It's slip, like you said. The ball security, you're going to have to hang on to the football. It's going to be a heavy football. It's going to be slippery. You're going to be punching at it. You're going to be trying to force the fumble. So it's going to be an interesting first quarter, first half, till that field kind of dries up.
So Union has not came back out on the field yet. The officials are back out on the field, and while we have some time, we'll give the officials a shout-out, which is always important. Tonight, the referee is going to be Ben Wolford, the umpire Greg Parsons, the head linesman will be Clint Malcolm, the line judge will be Stetson Sturmer, and the back judge will be Wayne Roberts. Those are the officials in tonight's game. I mean, we've pretty much covered this in every possible aspect. I will talk a bit about Union quarterback Dylan Murphy, because Murphy was outstanding last week. He can throw the football, he can run the football, and that is the X factor in this game. I don't believe there's any question about it. Murphy is going to be a problem, I think, for most teams throughout the season.
You got to contain him. You got to have to make sure that if he gets out of that pocket, that you come up and make a tackle, because he is athletic, he's quick, he's a smart quarterback. So the important thing is keep him in the pocket as long as you can and make him throw the football down the field. You don't want him moving in and out, side to side, in and out of that pocket and making throws down the field where he can just step up and throw. So you got to contain him the best you can.
Well, that's exactly what Coach Famalo said during the pregame show. He said, hey, we want to make sure that he has to throw the football. Contain him, keep him in the pocket the absolute longest you possibly can. Force him to beat you with his arm. And, I mean, obviously, that's got to be the game plan tonight for Emery. So we'll see if they can apply some pressure. But anytime you go up against a sophomore quarterback, I think that there are elements that can work variable-wise against a sophomore quarterback. It's the second consecutive week we've seen a sophomore quarterback. And I thought that last week, North Sanpete's QB played just fine. This kid seems to be a little bit more composed, maybe a little bit more athletic outside of the pocket as well.
I think he's got a stronger arm as well. Like you said, he's more composed. He's very good. It's going to be an interesting game. I think these two teams are evenly matched. It's who can run the football, who takes care of the football, and who wins the turnover battle.
Always a factor, to say the least, whoever can win that turnover battle. Let's head it back to the studio. We are about 8 minutes away from kickoff, we believe. Union back out of the field. They are now warming up, so we'll continue to break down this game. It's the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show, and it's right here on KOAL 107.3 FM, 750 AM. We are also coming to you live on YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe to this YouTube page. We'll have Emery High School football all season long. More coming up when we return. It's Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Eastern Utah Imaging is open with scan times of less than 30 minutes, the ability to scan a wide range of implanted devices, and a turnaround time for results of 24 hours or less. You need to call Eastern Utah Imaging. Ask your doctor or call 636 X-Ray to schedule your appointment today.
At Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, we have the solutions to your financial goals. From auto loans, RV, home and business, to savings, money market, and certificate accounts. With local people, local lending, and local decisions, you can depend on us.
You see your friends with their new travel trailers, four-wheelers, and side-by-sides. They're living the dream, right? Well, it doesn't just have to be a dream. You can start living that same dream life today by starting your new career with GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance. GMS is hiring mechanics, electricians, fabricators, experienced and inexperienced miners. They offer high starting wages, benefits, a 401k, and vacation pay. Local jobs are available. Apply today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. The dream can be yours with GMS Mine Repair.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Discover the difference experience makes at Mr. Automotive in Huntington. With over 30 years dedicated to matching the perfect vehicle with the right person in Castle Country, we know a thing or two about cars and about saving you money. Thanks to our low overhead, we're able to pass incredible savings directly on to you. Drive away happy with a deal as reliable as our service. Visit Mr. Automotive today, where experience means savings and you meet your new car.
At Oliver Law, we specialize in criminal defense and DUI. Everyone needs to know their rights. Let us guide you through the criminal justice minefield. At Oliver Law, we still believe in innocent until proven guilty.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
Looking to transform your space? At 123 Remodeling, we specialize in bringing your vision to life. From electrical upgrades to seamless drywall finishes and expert garage door installations, we handle it all with precision and care right here in Carbon and Emery County. Trust the local experts at 123 Remodeling. Call us today at 630-2215.
Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Looking for financial solutions? At Cache Valley Bank, they're here to help. Whether you need commercial loans, mortgages, or expert financial advising, they've got you covered. Visit them today on the corner of First West and Main Street. Cache Valley Bank, your partner in financial success.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The Spartans play here.
Porter Herdsman, number 23. Braxton Butler, number 33. Quade Ovison, number 6.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Back in the audience on YouTube, about 3 minutes away from kickoff as we see the coin flip taking place. Travis, Union coming out today wearing all white. They got the white tops, the white helmets, the white pants. They're a white out against a team wearing all black. It's great contrast out there. I love the way the uniforms look tonight.
I do too. Union won the toss, so they will defer. So looks like Emery's going to get the football to start.
And we are going to pause for the national anthem. In fact, we'll keep it here for the national anthem on 107.3 FM and 7:50 AM. And then after that, we are set for kickoff. It's performed by the Emery High School Band. Have it. National anthem as we get set to go here on 107.3 FM and 7:50 AM. Jordan Buscarini alongside Travis Anderson as we are just about set to go. Early on in this game, Travis, what are you looking forward to? What does Emery have to do early on to get things moving in the right spot?
Yeah, I think it's established the run early on. You need this quarter, this half. If you can limit possessions, grind this game out, I think that's important for Emery. That's what Emery does. That's, the teams of the past, they would grind things out, limit possessions, and I think that's a key for Emery.
I would agree with that. Right? Do everything that you possibly can to set tempo in this ball game. I think you can control that on the defensive side of the ball. If you can keep this Union team that really wants to make sure that
they want a high strike.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
they want quick offense. They want to air raid basically.
Yeah. So Emery will get the ball first in this game after Union won the coin flip. Elected to defer. And we are just about set to go. Back to return deep. Ty Yost will stand up on the left side. We have Hayden Abrams on the right. There's the kick, and this one will be received at the 1-yard line for Emery, moving right to left on the radio dial. Abrams tries to get the outside corner, and he is brought down to the ground just past the 15 to the 17-yard line, and that's where Emery will set up shop with the very first offensive possession of the day.
It's great special teams by Union. Good kick. Your Gunners get down the field. They make the tackle, and they pin Emery inside the 20.
Again, we look at that Emery starting front five. Left tackle Caleb O'Neill wearing number 58. Damon Farley wearing number 53. Josh Howard at center wearing 76. On the right side of the ball, right guard number 66, Calvin Hatfield. And at right tackle number 60, Titan Mortensen. That is the starting front five for the Spartans here on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun set, one man lined up in the backfield with Gilbert. There's the handoff. Emery's going to try to get the run game going, and Bowden Crispin has room to run. Gets into the Union secondary and all the way out to the 39-yard line. Nice chunk of change to get things rolling from the 18-yard line all the way up to the 39, a gain of 21 for Bowden Crispin. Big chunk of change for Emery to get things started.
That's how you get out of the shadow of your own end zone. Huge run, just shy of the 40-yard line. Good first possession by Emery.
Gilbert will go back into the shotgun set. It's an 4-man front, well, 3-man down. One linebacker standing up, creeping up here for Union. High snap, handoff, no. Little misdirection. Gilbert's going to keep it himself off of the fake, goes left side, and Gilbert has a gain of about 3 yards to set up 2nd down and 7.
Good job. You pull the fake down, and then you roll out, and you pick up positive yards, and you're above the sticks on 2 straight runs.
Working that left side on the RPO was Gilbert. Goes left side around Caleb O'Neal on the outside, and with 10:57 and counting to play in the opening quarter, Emery's got 2nd down and 7 right now on their own 42-yard line. Back out of the shotgun set this time. 4 down lineman, motion man coming. It's Butler moving left to right, and we have movement. So now Emery's going to be faced with a 2nd and 12, and this will throw that offense off schedule. You can't have pre-snap penalties. That hurts.
Yeah, especially after 2 positive runs. Now you set yourself back after the penalty. Just a little bit of movement up front before the snap.
2nd down and 12 for Emery. Ball at their own 38-yard line. 4-man front for the Cougars. Out of the shotgun set, Chrisman lines up right side. Jackson Johnson a little hobbled this week in practice, dealing with an ankle injury. Gilbert, dump pass. No, goes over the top of the middle. Wanted to take the top off of the defense, intended for Deacon Mangum. First pass of the game is incomplete.
Yeah, he had him over the middle. Just overshot on that play right there. If that's a catch, he catches in stride. Has the 1st down and more past midfield, shy of the 39-yard line on the Union side.
I thought it was going to be a dump pass, but he tried to go over the top of the defense. Mangum, the intended receiver. It's incomplete. Emery now faced with 3rd and 12. That pre-snap penalty puts Emery in 3rd and long. 2 wideouts on each side. Mangum's now going to reverse, so we'll run trips left side for the Spartans. Man-to-man coverage off of the right side of the field. That's Porter Herdsman at the top of the screen. Shotgun set, motion man coming. It's Mangum. Hard snap. Emery tried to get 5 yards back, nearly did. Gilbert's under pressure. Flushed out of the pocket, fumbles the football. Strip sack, and Union has it. Terrific play defensively. Isaac Meekum for Union comes around the outside. He gets on top of Trevin Gilbert, who has the ball stripped, and it's recovered by Braden Allred of Union. And the Cougars have 1st and 10 deep in Emery territory at the 36-yard line.
Gilbert never fell behind the pressure that was coming. Never saw him. Ball pops loose. We talked about it with the wet field, wet football. That's the first turnover of the game. Union capitalizes on it. Now they're on the Emery side.
It's the 3rd turnover of the year for Trevin Gilbert. 2 picks last year. First fumbled, lost. And now we get a look at this Union offense and quarterback Dylan Murphy, who was able to run the football all over last week. He's got 1 man in the backfield with him. It's Kyler Hackford. Hackford, the senior back. Trips left side this go around for the Cougars. Murphy, long snap count, drop back to pass, and we have a pre-snap penalty against the Cougars. So now 1st and 10 from the 36 is going to, delay of game rather, as we have that play clock out of the end zone. It ticked all the way down to 0, and so now a delay of game back up 5 yards, and the Cougars have 1st and 10 from the Emery 41-yard line. 1st and 15. Play clock ticking again. Pistol set this time for Murphy. He's got Hackford in the backfield. 3 wideouts left side. Back to pass. Goes man-to-man off of the right side. Pass is complete up to the 31-yard line. So a positive gain for the Cougars. That time Murphy able to connect with Tanner Womack. Doesn't move the sticks, but Union well beyond the initial line of scrimmage. Ball now with the 32-yard line. Sets up a manageable 2nd down. Mid-range already. Union back on schedule.
Yeah, quick out. Get your big wide receiver to the sideline. He catches and works his way upfield and popped out of bounds.
2nd down and 6. Pistol set. 1 man in the backfield. Emery with an odd man front, 3 down, 2 linebackers on the outside. Pitch to Hackford. Tries to split up the middle, and Butler is there for the hit. No gain on the play, and now we are looking at 3rd and 6. Big-time play off of the outside corner by Braxton Butler, the outside linebacker, the senior stepping up to make this 3rd down and about 7. They'll say he lost a yard for the Cougars, ball at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, Braxton Butler comes over. He seals that hole off and makes the tackle for no gain.
9 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Big play here for the Cougars as Murphy goes back into the pistol set. Hackford, the deep back, trips right side. Man-to-man coverage off the left. Murphy looking for the man-to-man coverage. Passes grabbed by Womack, one hand. He is close to the first down sticks. Inside the 30, down to the 26-yard line. Did he get enough for the first down? That is the question. Yes, he did. And that is a tremendous play. Tanner Womack going high for the grab. But, Travis, what we're seeing right now is Union stacking one side of the field with three wideouts, taking advantage of the cushion man-to-man coverage with Womack's size, and it's worked now on 2 completions.
So one-hand stick over there, came down with the football, got the first down, but you're right, that cushion over there gives them enough time to make the catch and then get the first down. You're going to have to tighten it up.
They stack it again on the right side. Womack guarded by Herdsman, man-to-man coverage. Murphy hands it off to Hackford. He's got room to run. Gets it inside the 25, up to the 21-yard line. Positive gain again, a 5 on first down. And that'll keep Union in business on schedule, trying to take advantage of the short field following the Emery turnover.
It just follows his lead blocker, Seth Blunt, on that one. Falls forward, picks up positive yards, like you said, to make it 2nd down and 4.
Second down. Shotgun set. Hackford lines up off of the left side. Trips right side. Emery with a 3-man front. Linebackers are Butler and Abrams standing up showing blitz. Murphy realizes that, calls for extra protection. Out of motion, takes the snap, tries to keep it himself. He runs into a pile of Emery defenders inside the 20, now to the 19-yard line. And we're looking at 3rd down and 2. Nice audible out once he saw the pressure between Butler and Abrams coming off of the outside.
Be shocked if they don't go right back to that play right there and pick up the first down.
Well, a 3rd down and 3 for the Cougars. 7:25 and counting in the first quarter. No score in this one. Union trying to take advantage of the short field following the Gilbert turnover. Out of the shotgun once again. It's Murphy. He's got Hackford with him in the backfield. Womack is up at the top, guarded by Herdsman. Not a big cushion. Herdsman's going to jam him, it looks like, close to the line of scrimmage. Handoff now to Hackford. He's got the outside corner. He's got room to run. First down and more. Inside the Emery 10-yard line, shoved out of bounds at the 8. So that time they had Emery thinking pass at the top, but a handoff off the left side, and Hackford able to pick up the first down, make it 1st and goal now for the Cougars.
Yeah, for Union, you're in 4-down territory right there. You run the football, you get to the outside, you use your speed, you break the corner, pick it up, 1st down and goal.
Well, now the Cougars can continue to take their time. Late start of this one due to the lightning delay. We're about an hour in real time past kickoff. 6:34 and counting in the first quarter. Murphy out of the pistol set, takes the snap. Handoff left side. Blake Rasmussen with his first carry. Rasmussen close to the goal line, stopped just shy at the 1. And the Cougars are set up. 2nd and goal to go from the 1-yard line off the nice run by Blake Rasmussen, the senior.
Yeah, power football now. You can see that they've got the edge off the turnover. They're running the football. Emery struggling a little bit to slow down the run now. You're going to have to button everything up. This is very difficult with this team. How they run the football sitting at the 2-yard line. It's going to be power football right here.
They spot it at the 2. See if Emery stacks the box. Murphy directing traffic. He's got one man in the backfield, and Union's got to take a timeout. Boy, they were close to another delay of game, and a 5-yard penalty at the 2-yard line could be catastrophic. Timeout taken by the Cougars. We'll keep it here with 5:42 to play in the opening quarter. Wild turn of events as we had a lightning delay that really pushed the start of kickoff back just a bit. Emery had the ball, looked good, had a pre-snap penalty, put them behind schedule. Trevin Gilbert rolled out, never saw pressure coming from behind, was hit by Isaac Meekum, the senior outside linebacker, fumbled the football. Union took over deep in Emery territory, and now they're trying to capitalize. Ball is placed at about the 2.5-yard line. First time out for the Cougars here in the first half with 5:42 to play in the first.
This is how you come on the road, you capitalize off the turnover, you march down the field, you put yourself in a position to get the first 6 of the game.
2nd down and goal to go out of the timeout. Dylan Murphy, the sophomore quarterback. He is definitely athletic, calls for a motion man, and now Rasmussen will join him in the backfield. Takes the snap, handoff. Rasmussen is met, did not get back maybe to the original line of scrimmage, but that is about it. Terrific defensive play by Emery right up the gut. Bowden Crispin comes in from that middle linebacker spot to deliver the pop. And once again, Union is faced with third down. This time, though, Travis, it's a goal-to-go situation, and you're dealing with really condensed real estate. You got about 13 yards deep to play with, and Emery's able to stack the box. It works to perfection that go-around.
I think Dylan Murphy right there pulls that football back from his running back and then just spins out and goes left-hand side. Everybody bit to the right. That's a walk-in touchdown.
5 minutes even left to play in the opening quarter. No score, but Union is threatening. One man in the backfield. That's Kyler Hackford. He lines up left side of Murphy. Calls for a man in motion. It's Rasmussen. He'll join in the backfield. And we have a pre-snap penalty against the Cougars. So 3rd and goal from the 3 is about to become 3rd and goal from the 8 off another delay of game penalty. And they are really working up against that play clock. I think you could have called that a false start as well. There was movement up front. I think the linemen were aware. They're right in front of the play clock. I think they were aware that time was ticking down. They got a little Yancey up front. And now what could be a costly penalty for the Cougars. 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. Hackford the lone back. 3 wideouts right side. Womack man-to-man with Herdsman on the left. Murphy takes the snap, looking, fade to the corner of the end zone, incomplete, a little contact, no flag, and it is 4th and goal to go for the Cougars. Murphy trying to connect with Womack out of the left corner.
It's good coverage, it's one-on-one. The pass a little bit behind, sells out of bounds. Emery right now, one stop away from getting Union off the field.
Defensively, you got the end, Caleb O'Neill trying to get the crowd into it. You want to make it loud right here. Make it difficult for Union to get that ball off. Plenty of time. Offense comes to the line of scrimmage with 14 on the play clock. It is 4th down and goal to go. Emery's defense trying to make a statement stop with 4:44 to play in the opening quarter. Murphy, the quarterback, takes the shoulder-high snap. Quarterback keeper wants to draw up the middle. He's not going to get in. Huge stop defensively by Emery. It was a gang tackle. Gideon Meekum had some of the pressure initially, and then Jackson Johnson finishes it off with help from Hayden Abrams. Turnover on downs. 1st down, Emery.
Union comes up dry after a promising start after the turnover. Your 2 play calls back-to-back. You go for the fade in the end zone. It's incomplete. And then your quarterback runs up the middle and he's stuffed. Union doesn't do a good job offensively on that. And the Emery defense, credit them. They get them off the field.
4:38 to play in the opening quarter. Emery will take over deep in their own territory. Ball just shy of the 4-yard line. Emery moving right to left on the radio dial. Let's see if the offense can find its rhythm. Pre-snap penalties, a factor for both teams. Gilbert, the quarterback, calls for Butler in motion, extra protection. Hands it off to Crispin. Crispin, room to run, gets up close to the 10-yard line, a gain of 5 on 1st down. Well, rolled a gain of 4 officially. But again, positive yardage, Travis, for Emery. Well, they'll give him 5. He's got it out to the 10-yard line. That's a big gain for Bowden Crispin on 1st down.
Like you said, you're trying to get it out of the end zone, the shadow, in case you have to punt this football. You're trying to move up the field. That's a good job, again, on 1st down, running the football, finding that seam.
Emery, again, made a couple of changes to this offensive line. Hadfield and Farley, those are your interior linemen. Handoff back to Bowden once again. Crispin is able to get past the 10-yard line, now to the 12, so a positive gain of 2. He's got 28 yards rushing on 3 carries so far in this game. This is 3rd and manageable for Emery. This is exactly where they want to be.
It's going to be 3rd and about 2.
Yep. Emery's got to get that ball to the 15-yard line. They are just shy of the 14, about 1.5 yards to go. Gilbert out of the shotgun set. He's got Bowden with him in the backfield, lining up right side. The snap, the handoff. Crispin, the workhorse, has the 1st down and more. Move the sticks past the 20 to the 21-yard line on a gain of 7. He's got 35 yards rushing. He's already eclipsed last week's total, and it didn't take him long to get there.
3 straight runs. You pick up the 1st down. You're outside now, just shy of the 25-yard line. So Emery doing a better job this week running the football than a week ago.
3 minutes and 19 ticks left in the opening quarter. This time Crispin lines up left side with Gilbert. Shoulder high grab, handoff once again, room to run. Bowden right now was a man possessed. He gets up to the 30-yard line. Great gain of 9 yards to set up 2nd down and 1. Well, he's got room to run this week, Travis. 9 carries, 44 yards.
Yeah, he's just working the D-line of Union right now. They cannot make a tackle before it's 5-6 yards after the initial hit.
Emery has the tempo.
Stoppage.
But they have to stop because the chains were moving. Emery did not have a first down. It was 2nd down and 1. So now they have to reset the chains.
Takes Emery out of the groove that they were on.
Yeah, they wanted to stick no huddle. Well, I don't know if you call it no huddle tempo. But with 2:53 to go, Emery would have to put together a 96-yard drive if they wanted to end this with pay dirt. Right now, it's looking good off the legs of Bowden Chrisman. 5 carries, 44 yards. Most recently, a gain of 9. 2nd and 1, Chrisman. He could catch his breath. They'll give it right back to him, and Chrisman's got the first down and more. 40, 45, gets it up to the 48-yard line. Another big gain. This time it's 18 yards, 16 as they spot him at the 46.
They're just pounding the right side of that Union defensive line, and right now Union cannot make a tackle.
Chrisman is averaging 10 yards per carry. And the Spartans, with 2:47 to play in the opening quarter, are threatening already. Ball at the 46. Gilbert, give it back. No, he fakes it. He's going to keep it himself this time, and he draws not only us off guard, but also the Union defense. A nice positive pickup. Jed Chatwin the takedown for the Cougars, but not before a gain of 4 for Gilbert. He's got 2 carries for 7 yards.
Yeah, that's one of the plays Union probably should have ran on offense, is just ripping that football back from your running back and then taking it yourself. They didn't. They got stuffed. This time you get a positive yard.
2:15 and counting to play in the opening quarter. Gilbert keeps it himself. This time ball pops out. He was definitely down. They have to rule him down. Union was not fooled on the fake and go. They'll give him a yard on it into Union territory at the 49-yard line, a gain of 1. It is 3rd and medium here for the Spartans.
Now you're down in a 3rd down situation right now. Last time they were in a 3rd down, they fumbled the football.
3rd down and 5. Gilbert out of the shotgun set. This time a handoff to Jackson Johnson. JJ around the outside. Had daylight for a moment. Union closed up the gap quickly. A gain of 1 to set up 4th down and 4. Excellent recovery defense that go around by the Cougars. Off that left side of the ball, take down Braden Allred, the middle linebacker, and he made up a lot of ground. He made it up quickly. Gain of 2 to set up 4th down and 3.
They finally get over and make a stop on that right-hand side.
The Emery offense will remain out on the field. They have to get to the Union 44 to keep possession. 4th down. The defense just came up with a big 4th down stop moments ago. Gilbert, watch for the hard snap count. And he's going to take a timeout with 2 on the play clock, and we're going to take it as well. 54 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Emery faced with a 4th down and 3. We'll see what Coach Famalo does. We'll return in 30 seconds here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
At Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, we have the solutions to your financial goals. From auto loans, RV, home and business, to savings, money market, and certificate accounts. With local people, local lending, and local decisions, you can depend on us.
The Spartans play here.
Hayden Abrams, number 3. Caleb O'Neill, number 58. Deacon Mangum, number 12.
On 107.3 FM and 758. The Spartans play here.
Tyos, number 21. Trevin Gilbert, number 9.
Bowden Crispin, number 25.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Out of the timeout, Coach Famalo will send out the special teams unit to punt this ball away. Emery's going to play the field position game. I don't think that's a bad call by Coach Famalo. Jaden Atwood will come out to punt it away. Had no problems with the long snap last week. Doesn't have any problems here. Gets an end-over-end punt away. And this one goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Always wonder about the long snap. That's Logan Huntington. On the wet field, executed perfectly. Now, I know Emery didn't get any points, Travis, but they took over on their own 4-yard line. They flipped the field. They don't get a favorable spot. The officials say it went out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. That's where Union will take over, moving left to right on the dial.
Yeah, that punt came off the side of the foot just a little bit. Didn't get all of it. But you're right. That drive was promising.
It was.
You start at the 4, you get down past midfield, and you come up a little bit short. So now it's about going 3 and out, get the football back.
47 ticks left in the opening quarter. Murphy again out of the shotgun set for the Cougars. Will hand this one off. Rasmussen tries to take it up the gut. The Emery defense not fooled. They have been on point so far in this game. And again, Union had a lot of success last week running the football against Judge Memorial. Rasmussen that time nearly stopped in his tracks, gained about a half a yard, 2nd down and 10. And that could be the final play of the quarter if Union so chooses. There's about a 6-second differential between the play clock and the game clock. No urgency from this Union offense. I think they're going to let it looks like they may try to get one more play off. And now we have an official timeout. Looks like an equipment issue. Can't tell if it's Josh Howard, someone for Emery up front. And now they'll start the play clock, and the Union Cougars will walk off the field. So we go to the end of one. No score in this one, although the Emery offense did its job. Panned up against their own end zone. They marched it all the way to midfield, and then a favorable punt. The Cougars will take over. We'll switch sides. 27-yard line. That's where the Cougars will start on their own side of the field. When we return on 107.3 FM and 750 AM, we're back in 60 seconds.
Looking to transform your space? At 123 Remodeling, we specialize in bringing your vision to life. From electrical upgrades to seamless drywall finishes and expert garage door installations, we handle it all with precision and care right here in Carbon and Emery County. Trust the local experts at 123 Remodeling. Call us today at 630-2215.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
The Spartans play here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL. Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Back to the action just a tad bit late. Union tried to run the ball around the left side with Hackford. Nothing there once again. So 2 runs, no yards on this drive for the Cougars. Now moving right to left on the dial. They have the ball on their own 28-yard line, and it is 3rd and 10. This Emery front is doing a terrific job. You can throw the odd man front up there if it's Citrit or Howard or O'Neill. Throw Larson in there. The linebackers creeping up. Peyton Abrams and Jaden Atwood, Braxton Butler. They're all getting in on it right now, Travis. Here's a big play for the Cougars on 3rd down and 10. Fumble ball on the ground, and that is a huge pop by Deacon Mangum. That ball floated on the ground. Union avoids disaster. Picking the ball up off of the turf was Rasmussen, and he ran into a wall from Deacon Mangum.
Yeah, Rasmussen fumbles the football, has to pick it up. Once he picks it up, he gets popped. 4th down. Emery defense has come to play today.
4th and 10. 3 runs, no yards for the Cougars, and now Emery will set up the special teams unit. Porter Herdsman is back to return. He'll stand at his own 40. There's the high snap. It's a fake. Union incomplete. Emery will take over on the Union 28-yard line. That is a peculiar call. Very questionable deep in your own territory. Emery was not fooled at all. You thought maybe the rugby-style punt, but instead a pass that goes over the middle of the field and it's incomplete.
Play had no chance to work because even if it's caught, he's short of the sticks to pick up the 1st down anyway. You just don't take that chance on the road deep in your own territory.
Well, we'll see if the Emery offense can now capitalize as they have the ball on the Union 28-yard line. 70 yards of offense so far in this game. Gilbert is back in the shotgun set. Calls for Abrams to come in motion. He'll move left to right. Hard snap count. Emery tried to get a free 5 yards. They won't. Quick pass. First completion of the game. Completed to Deacon Mangum. Ball was at the 28-yard line. And Emery just shy now with the 20. Gets it inside the 25. We'll see where they spot this. Looks to be at about the 23-yard line, so a gain of 5 as Gilbert finds Deacon Mangum through the air.
Get your quarterback to roll out, a little throw to the sideline on the run. You know you're going to take a pop, takes the pop, keeps the football secure. 2nd down and 5-yard gain.
Emery getting closer to that red zone out of the shotgun set again. It's Gilbert. One man lined up left side. It's Chrisman. Chrisman already in this game with 60 yards rushing. This time a head-up breaks. 1, 2, 3 tackles. Still on his feet. Had to work to get past the original line of scrimmage. Just a gain of 1. It was an exciting 1 yard, though, Travis. He avoided 2 would-be tacklers.
Got a little bit off balance trying to avoid the tackle. And then when he spun back out, there was a bunch of white jerseys there to make the tackle.
3rd down and 4. Emery's got to get to the 18-yard line. They have the ball at the 22. Right now, flirting with about a 40-yard field goal. I would believe it is 4-down territory. Chrisman will line up left side of Gilbert, 2 wideouts on each side. Herdsman's going to run in motion right to left. Here's the end around. Herdsman looking for the edge. He's not going to get it. Flag comes out at the 22-yard line. Excellent play off of the end by Murphy.
Yeah, it's a missed block on the outside by Hayden Abrams. He has to get out and make that block. He doesn't. And then you see the tackle.
Wait to see what the call is. Goes against the Spartans. I would expect Union to decline this. A hold against Emery.
I'd back him up.
Well, they are going to back him up. So it'll be 3rd down and long for Emery.
Because if you decline, they're in field goal range, you accept it, you take them out, and now they got to work for it.
They definitely have to work for it. They spot that ball back at the 32-yard line. Emery's got to get to the Union 18. So now we're looking at 3rd and 14. Let's see if it pays off. 2 wideouts right side. Outside the numbers, it's Herdsman. Inside, it's Deacon Mangum. I would pay attention to Deke. Butler goes left side. Snap, shoulder high. Gilbert, time to throw. Time to throw across the middle. Goes to Herdsman, and it's knocked away. That's a terrific defensive play in the secondary by the Cougars, knocking the ball down to the ground and forcing 4th down. That time it was Jackson Grimm that was able to shove the ball down. Now you take that back. It looks as if it was Trace Thomas, the senior.
Trace comes over, gets his arm in there late. The throw just a tad bit late getting there. It allows Trace to come over and knock the ball loose. 4th down.
Proved to be a good call to accept the holding penalty. 9:03 to play in the opening half. No score. Emery with the ball in Union territory. Offense will stay out on the field.
No man's land.
Yeah, 4th and 14. Too far for a field goal. Let's see what Coach Chris Justice, the offensive coordinator, draws up. Hard snap count and a timeout taken by Union. Didn't like what they saw. Now, I wonder...
They're down to 1, though.
Yeah, they have 1 left here in the first half. I wonder if you're in a spot with Gilbert just pooch punting. Now, we've seen that before with Wade Stilson, right, last year. I mean, that you never knew what was going to come. Being at the 32-yard line, having to get to the 18, do you try to play the field position game or do you go for it? I think that's going to be the question for this Emery group.
The way my defense is playing, I would pooch punt it.
I think that'd be the wrong call at all. 9:03 to play in the first half. 4th and 14 for Emery. Both teams have had the ball deep in the other's territory, but they have not been able to capitalize on it. Emery took over inside the Union 30. And right now, they're faced with a 4th down.
It's a lot of confidence in your defense for Union to go for it on the fake punt, knowing that, hey, my defense is good enough to pin these guys back and allow 0 points.
Isaac Meekum, the outside linebacker for Union, has played a huge role in this defense so far. Out of the timeout, 4th and 14, Emery will go with it. Abrams will go in motion left to right. Gilbert back to pass. Pressure coming. Clean pocket. Steps up. Fires. It's caught. Herdsman with the ball. He's got the first down, or at least he is extremely close to it. He had to get to the 18-yard line. Flag is down back at the 38. I don't think he got it. It's at the 19. He's about a half a yard shy of the first down stick. Illegal motion against Emery. But if you're Union, you may be able to decline this because I don't think Porter was able to pick up the first down. He is close, but about a half a yard shy.
Needs to get to the 18. He's short.
Rather than taking the football, Union is going to accept the penalty and back up Emery 5 yards. I think you got to think about this. It's a turnover on downs. Porter did not have that first down.
I don't understand what Union's doing. You don't accept that. You decline it. And then it's a turnover on downs. You get the football back. Now,
Emery should send out the punting unit. Ball is at the 37-yard line. Unless my eyes are deceiving me, I thought that Porter was shy. Here comes Jaden Atwood back out for his second punt. Perhaps Union looking at this and saying, hey, it's difficult to get a punt off in this slick field. Jaden gets the high punt away. It'll take a bounce, and it goes out of bounds about the 16-yard line, so Emery will net about 2 yards off of the turnover on downs compared to the punt. Union takes over deep in their own territory at the 18-yard line. 8:47 to play in the first half. We have no score in this one. It's a defensive battle so far.
Defense both playing well. We figured coming in with the rain that has happened that the defenses would have the edge early on in this game till the offense can get the footing figured out with the football. And you've seen it so far, zeros on the scoreboard.
Spot that ball at the 16-yard line.
Both teams have had great chances to score.
Yeah, they have. Emery offense was bottled up that last go-around. Man coming in motion. Snap, Murphy hands it off. Hackford out of the backfield, wants to go right side, and this Emery defense just playing really stiff. I mean, they have done a tremendous job.
Union can't run the football. A week ago, they could run the football. Better defensive front this week. They can't run the football so far.
Had some missed opportunities for Emery on the offensive side of the ball, but the defense is rising to the occasion. 8:20 left to play here in the first half. Cougars come out. Murphy out of the shotgun. He's got 2 in the backfield with him. 3 wideouts, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Man-to-man coverage on the left. Womack against Herdsman. Handoff. This time the outside edge was there, but a big defensive play by the Spartans. You want to take a guess who got into the backfield? It's Gideon Meekum. Meekum with a stop and a gain of about 1. Could have been a gain of about 15, but Meekum, the junior, steps up.
Meekum shoots the gap, gets in there, and then wraps him up around his legs to bring him down to make it 3rd and 6 with 7:43 left here in the second quarter.
Ball is on the near left hash mark, 3rd down. Cougars having a difficult time moving the football. It's 3rd and 6. Murphy will go to the shotgun set. He's got 1 man in the backfield with him. 3 wideouts to the right, man-to-man to the left. Murphy back to pass. He's got a clean pocket, dump off screen. This one will go for good yardage, close to the first down sticks. Flag is out back at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, 2 flags, both sidelines.
We may have offsetting penalties here.
Just nowhere to go with the football. You dump it off, and the black jerseys swarm through to make the tackle.
And a hold against Union. Emery's going to accept the penalty, so no offset, just 1 flag. It was against the Cougars.
That's the right call. You back them up.
Union's got the ball now, thrown 11. I like the play call off the screen. You have to pay attention to where Murphy is at all time, right? So you let the rush through, just a little dump off. You got a couple of explosive players in the backfield, be it Rasmussen or Hackford. But the Emery defense playing great. Murphy back into the shotgun set. Helmet eye snap, back to pass. This time a wide receiver screen on the outside, and Bowden Chrisman is there for the takedown, and the Cougars will be forced to punt, gain of 2, and a late flag comes out. Is this going to be against Emery or Union? If that is an unsportsmanlike conduct, we got another flag. The Union coaching staff is livid, and this may go against the Cougars. You hope. Otherwise,
it's a first down.
It's close to it, yep.
Just nowhere to go in space. You try to dump it off with the screen like you talk about a couple times. They go back-to-back with the screen, but Emery's doing a good job of just staying in the lanes, filling the void, and getting in there and making the tackle. A lot of jawing going on since this game has started.
Ball is at the 13-yard line. If it is unsportsmanlike conduct, we are going to see half the distance to the goal. So then the Cougars would be punting out of their own end zone on 4th and forever because it came after the down. Oh, it's an unsportsmanlike conduct against Emery and an unsportsmanlike conduct against Union. Those flags will offset.
4th
and it's 4th down and long. Still going to be punting close to their own goal line, will Union. Porter Herdsman is back to return. He'll stand at his own 41-yard line. Got a lot of laundry on the field here in week 2. Not a lot going on in the form of the scoreboard. 0-0, 7:09 to play in this opening half. Murphy will stand back. It's an empty backfield. I have to believe this will be the quarterback punting, and we have a timeout taken by Union. That's their third and final timeout with 7:09 to play in this quarter. 7:09, let's pause for 30 seconds. 4th down and 14 for the Cougars. They'll punt, I believe, when we return on 107.3 FM and 7:50 AM.
Looking for financial solutions? At Cache Valley Bank, they're here to help. Whether you need commercial loans, mortgages, or expert financial advising, they've got you covered. Visit them today on the corner of First West and Main Street. Cache Valley Bank, your partner in financial success.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. 50 AM, KOAL.
Well, now out of the timeout, we have more stoppage. I'm not sure what this one here is about. No score in this one, 7:09 left to play in the opening half. Both offenses have had terrific opportunities to break that scoreless tie. Nobody's been able to do it. But Emery should be getting the ball back on Union's side of the field in plus territory. Looks like right now we have an official timeout on the sideline for those of you watching on the YouTube page. Don't forget, you can watch Emery football all season long with the broadcast of KOAL. Just subscribe to the YouTube page. It's Castle Country Radio Emery. Today, a soggy field, rain delay, lightning delay for about 45 minutes. However, this first half has gone by at warp speed because both teams wanting to run the football. Murphy will line up out of the shotgun. I believe he will punt the ball. It's 4th and forever for the Cougars. They have it right now on their own 13-yard line. They have to get out to the 27. Still waiting for the official off of the near sideline. I'm not sure what the holdup is. But Travis, just taking a look at the way the Emery defense has played so far tonight, you got to be thrilled with it. Offensively, they've had their moments. I mean, Bowden Chrisman, 7 carries for 61 yards. JJ just 1 carry. It goes for 2 yards. Gilbert's got 8 yards. Throwing the football, that's been a different story. Gilbert, 1 of 2 for 5 yards. Emery has been pretty much regulated to running the football in this game.
Yeah, I've liked the way that Emery defensively has played. Union's played great as well. Offensively, both these teams have had chances to put up points, just came up short. Emery's going to get the football back right before the half with some good field position. See if they can capitalize.
And I think you credit, as one of the officials will be leaving the field of play. I think you got to credit both defenses for making life difficult on the opposing offense. So it looks as if we will continue with one referee making his way to the locker room. 4th down and long coming up for Union. Here's the pooch punt from Murphy. Herdsman tries to pick up the ball. He takes a big hit. He's at the Union 47-yard line. Fortunately for the Spartans, Herdsman's able to pop out of that football, Travis. Emery's got the ball on Union's side of the field. They spot it directly at the 46-yard line.
It's a low line drive, and you're thinking to yourself, do I pick it up? Do I let it go? I need to pick it up to save the field position. The little bit of a bobble, but you get it back. That could have been very dangerous. Could have been a turnover.
Makes it very, very difficult, right? Those pooch kicks, the rugby style. It's tough to defend.
You're just better off letting it go.
But it worked out okay for Porter, able to save a little bit of field position for Emery. First down and 10. Quick pass out of the backfield left side. JJ maybe got back to the line of scrimmage.
Very close to being a late hit. Union came over and popped him late. And they drove him out of bounds after he's already out of bounds.
Well, the official that is left has his earpiece stuck in his ear. That's the problem. They can't get the earpiece out of his ear.
Oof. Never heard of that before.
No. Hand off to JJ up the middle. He's got room to run past the 40, still on his feet. Big run up to the 35-yard line. Emery's going to push the pile forward. And now they'll blow the play dead off a gain of 11. JJ's biggest run of the season. He's got 2 carries for 13 yards. Give it a first down, Emery. Needed that. Needed that in the worst way. Get this offense moving. We're down to 6 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the second quarter. No score in this one, 0-0.
Emery has ran the football much better this week
than
a week ago.
Absolutely. They've doubled the yardage already in the first half. Hand off to JJ. Snap was a little bobbled. He's able to regather, and now he's got a gain of 9. So Emery clicking once again, working the left side. That's Caleb O'Neill at left tackle, Damon Farley at left guard. Second down and 1 on a gain of 9. JJ now with 22 yards on 3 carries.
Get outside, turn the corner, and you know you're going to take a pop, protect the football, fall forward. Just shy of a first down.
Emery trying to get this scoreless tie off the board. 5 minutes and 46 left here in the second. Hand off to JJ again. He goes left side. More positive yardage, close to the red zone. We'll give him a gain of 7. So now he's got 29 yards on the afternoon, or the evening, I should say. First and 10, move the sticks. Emery just shy of the red zone to the 21-yard line. Clock moving, 5:25 to play in the first half. Gilbert's only thrown the ball 3 times. Gives it off to JJ again. He dives forward, takes it from the 21 up to the 17-yard line on a gain of 4.
Continue to run the football until they can slow it down. Right now, Union having problems slowing it down.
JJ will run off the field. He's taken 4 straight carries. Bowden Chrisman will come into the game. Second down and 6 for Emery. Finally back into the Union red zone with under 5 minutes to play in the first half. Second down and 6. Gilbert's thrown 3 passes in this game. He's 2 for 3 for 5 yards. Has not tested the waters deep. Hasn't had to as Emery's been effective on the ground. Penalties, pre-snap penalties, have taken Emery off schedule. And right as I say that, we have another pre-snap penalty, a false start against Emery. Second down and 6 is now second down and 11. And that has been a killer here in the first half.
I think it's the wideout on the far side, Union side.
I'm not sure if it's Yost or Butler. Again, it's on that far side. I'm not sure who the guilty party is. Coach Famalo not happy with the call, and I don't blame him. I didn't see any movement on that side. That's a costly penalty, and now we're looking at second down and 11. But as I continue to beat the dead horse, it's all about staying on schedule. Coach Famalo letting the official have an earful. Emery back now to the 21-yard line, second down and 11. 4 minutes and 45 seconds left to play here in the first half. Still no score. Been an entertaining game between 2 familiar opponents, Emery and Union. Low snap. Gilbert back to pass. Dump off. Finds Butler. Butler room to run. Full head of steam. Close to the goal line. Did he get in? Waiting and waiting. Touchdown! Touchdown! Braxton Butler on a 21-yard scamper pass coming in from Trevin Gilbert, and Emery breaks the scoreless tie with 4:36 to play in the first half.
Yeah, Braxton Butler receives the dump-off pass, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets into the end zone for the first touchdown of the evening. Emery up 6-0.
Comes at a huge time. Jaden Atwood out to attempt the PAT. 6-0 Emery. Gilbert to hold. 4 for 5 on PAT so far this year. The snap is clean, but the kick is blocked. Make it 4 of 6. Damage done. 4:36 to play in the first half. Emery 6, Union nothing. Trevin Gilbert on a 21-yard pass to Braxton Butler, who takes it 21 yards off the screen to the house. We're back in 30 seconds. Emery will kick off to Union after this.
Imagine this. You're cruising down the highway, windows down, music up, but suddenly your car sputters. Don't let car troubles break your stride. At Cars, Complete Auto Repair Service in Wellington, they're dedicated to keeping your vehicle running smoothly so you can keep enjoying those flawless drives. From regular maintenance like oil changes and wheel alignments to tune-ups and even new tires, Cars is here to help. Visit Cars today and drive away confident knowing your car is in its best shape ever.
The Spartans play here.
Porter Herdsman, number 23. Braxton Butler, number 33. Quade Obeson, number 6.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
6-0 Emery with the lead.
4:36 left till halftime. 6-0 Emery. Butler off the dump-off pass from Gilbert rushes into the end zone to get the first touchdown here of the first half. Emery leads 6-0.
You were talking yak before the game. Well, that was the definition of it. Emery kicks off. Union now moving right to left on the dial. Return out to the 25-yard line. Still on his feet out to the 30. Terrific return that time by Cruz Labrum, the sophomore. And that's where the Cougars will take over. They set up shop at their own 31-yard line.
Now we talked about yak yards and who would have the yak yard lead. Well, right now it's Emery. Those are yak yards. Dump off pass. You do the rest. You avoid the tackles. And Butler does the rest, scampering into the end zone for the touchdown.
21-yard strike. Emery takes the lead 6-0 with 4:29 to play in the first half.
Union has struggled in this first half of trying to tackle on the run game. Right there, a bunch of missed tackles leads to a touchdown.
Odd man front for Emery. Josh Howard at the nose tackle spot on the outside. We're seeing Hadfield. Murphy back to pass. He wants it all. He goes deep. He's got no one home. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
Outthrown the ball of the coverage, right?
Well, the Emery secondary, Quade Obeson, Ty Yost, Jackson Johnson, Porter Herdsman. They have guys. They have depth in the secondary. I think it's going to be difficult for a lot of teams to throw the football against this Emery unit. But Union, for the first time, tried to take the top off the defense, and Murphy's pass is incomplete.
Wide receivers didn't even get out of the break before the football was launched down the field. Got to give your wideouts a chance to get underneath the football. That one is just two-step drop and then throw down the field.
31-yard line moving right to left on the dial. Murphy back out of the shotgun set. He's got one bodyguard in the backfield, 2 wideouts to the left. One of those wideouts out of the slot, it's Rasmussen. He fakes it. Here's the little dump pass off to Hackford. Room to run past the 35, close to the 40-yard line. They spot him out at the 39. So a nice pickup up 8 yards for the Cougars. Sets up 3rd down and 2. Love the misdirection. Love the way the Cougars are running their stud offensive weapons in motion for some misdirection. That time it works for a gain of 8. It's been the Rasmussen and Hackford show along with Murphy. Really 3 offensive players. Womack was in on the offense early on in the game, but he has since slowed down a little bit. He lines up near side right here. Herdsman will guard him on about a 5-yard cushion. Murphy with 4:15 to play in the first half. Takes the snap. Murphy wants to fire. Pass nearly intercepted. It was read to perfection by Quade Obeson. Ball hits his shoulder pad and bounces back the other way. If he finds a way to corral it, he may still be running. Positive is he knocked it down to the ground, Travis, and it is 4th down and 2.
Dylan Murphy, lucky that's not a pick 6 because he jumped the route, knew that ball was going to be right in that spot. Almost came up with the interception, but he makes it 4th down and 2.
I expect the Union offense to stay aggressive. Ball at the 39. They have to get to the Emery 41. Moving right to left at a timeout taken by Coach John Famalo. Remember, Union doesn't have any timeouts left. So with 4:10 to play in the second quarter, Emery 6, Union nothing. Let's keep it here on this monumental play. I expect it to be a short timeout. Travis, if you're Emery, right now we've seen a lot of misdirection. There's 3 guys out of the Union backfield that can touch this ball. I mean, it's Rasmussen, Hackford, or Murphy.
Yeah, for me, it's simple. I keep the ball in my quarterback's hands and let him go to work.
4:10 left in the first half. Emery 6, Union nothing. This game has been played, for the most part, on Union's side of the field. Ever since Emery was able to flip field position, on a drive that saw them take it from their own 4 out to the 50 before punting. Union trying to at least flip the field right here. The Emery defense has come up big multiple times. Here we go. Hackford out of the backfield. Murphy out of the shotgun set stands at his own 34. Motion man is coming left to right on the dial. Murphy takes the snap, hands it off to Hackford, tries to get the edge. He's got it, dives forward for a Union first down up to the 43-yard line. Big time play for the Cougars to keep the ball and move the sticks.
That is such a patient run, and sometimes you want to cut that route just a little bit short because you get impatient, but he stayed the course, followed his blockers, picked up the first down.
Ty Yost runs off the field. Coming in for Emery is Bo Stilson. So a change to the secondary at least momentarily. 1st and 10 Cougars, ball at their own 43-yard line on the far hash mark. Clock will now continue to move. 4:04 left to play here in the first half. Shotgun set for Murphy, one man in the backfield. Referee says wind the clock. Snap, back to pass. Murphy fakes left, looks his man off, dump to Hackford, and he is met in the backfield. Emery once again not fooled at all, and that time Hayden Abrams was able to get in the backfield for the takedown. He had 1 tackle for a loss last week. He has another to his name. Loss of about 2 yards for the Cougars. 2nd and 12 coming up.
Yeah, Hayden just sidesteps the blocker, then gets through and makes the tackle.
3 minutes and 33 seconds to play in the first half. Union near midfield, holding the ball off the right side. Murphy will take the snap. Quick pass, finds Womack. Herdsman is there for the takedown. Womack is able to avoid the initial takedown, dives forward, gets out to the 49-yard line. That sets up a manageable 3rd down.
Trying to rip the football loose. It looked like instead of trying to make the tackle, and then he bounces off and then falls forward for a couple yards after the catch.
They spotted the 49. So it's 3rd down and roughly 4 here for the Cougars. 2 minutes and 55 seconds left to play in the first half. I think Union would be content with, even if they don't score, just don't let Emery's offense touch the ball again here in the first half. This would go a long way to making that happen. Murphy, one man in the backfield, calls for a motion man, moving right to left. It's Meekum. Meekum will stand up as a blocker, hand off, and this time room to run. Hackford into the secondary. Stilson on the takedown, but not before Hackford takes it up to the Emery 36-yard line. Biggest gain of the evening for the Cougars, and that's Hackford coming out of the backfield.
Hackford finds the hole, hits it, bursts through, picks up a huge chunk of yards and a first down.
2 minutes and 28 ticks left in the first half. Clock continues to tick. 1st and 10 here now for Union. Murphy goes back into the shotgun set. He's got one man with him in the backfield, lined up right side, trips as well. Meekum will come in motion again, right to left. Stops right behind the tackle. Snap, handoff. This one goes back to Hackford, and Emery is able to get in. Caleb O'Neill makes the grab from behind. Still a positive pickup for the Cougars. Gain of 2 to set up 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, for Union, they get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. An important drive, 148 and taken away. They get some points here, get the football back.
Don't forget the Cougars don't have any timeouts.
Burned the ball in the first quarter. 2 in the first and then 1 here in the second.
That's crucial. Murphy back out of the pistol set. 2nd down and 8. Shoulder high grab back to pass. Clean pocket. All the time of the world wants it all. It goes deep. This one is incomplete. A little bit of contact both ways. Jackson Johnson in on the defense. Incomplete. 3rd down and 8 now for the Cougars.
Even if he makes the catch, he's out of bounds. No chance on that sideline. Double coverage to that side.
Pass down the sidelines intended for Blake Rasmussen, the split back. Big play coming up here for the Cougars. Braden Fawcett, the sophomore, lines up near side us. Pay attention to this side of the field. They go complete opposite way. There's Womack on that man-to-man coverage. He created separation with a little push on Herdsman. No flag, able to corral the ball in, and he'll safely pick up the first down.
Got to jam that route. It's just a big cushion like you talked about. For Union now on third down, the last 3 third downs, they picked it up, so they're above 50% now for the night on third down conversion.
Womack is 6'4". He's got that size advantage on the outside on Herdsman, and he's used it to his advantage. 27-yard line. We're down to 1:05. Time is a factor for the Cougars, who have no timeouts. They're trying to tie or possibly take the lead on this game. Left to right. This time's the motion man, Meekum. The snap. Murphy hands the ball off. Hackford wants to go to the outside. Had the gap momentarily. Tayo steps up, makes the tackle. Ball to the 25-yard line. And now we're looking at 2nd and 8. Clock ticking. We're down to 40 seconds. Union's going to have to take some chances and go to the end zone without any timeouts.
Yeah, Oakley Bourne for Union got away with a hold on the outside, but you're right. 30 seconds and ticking, no timeouts. You can't run the football like that and stay in bounds.
Trips right side. Murphy back to pass. 2-step drop. Fires. He goes to the end zone. He has a man open. Is caught. Is it a touchdown? I believe it is. Yes. Union. There's the shot to the end zone. They work it on a big-time play about 25 yards out. Travis once again working that advantage to Womack, the 6'4" wideout left side. He climbs the ladder and comes down with the ball for 6.
It's a perfectly placed football to your big wide receiver who makes a tough catch in traffic. Looked like for a second there Emery might pick that one off. Instead, it's a touchdown with 16 seconds left here in the first half.
And now an extra point away from taking this lead. Cody Duncan, the kicker, comes out. The kick is up. It's wobbly, but he gets it through the uprights, and the Cougars will take a 7-6 lead with 16 seconds to play in the first half. We'll pause for 30 seconds.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
The Spartans play here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Back here, Cougars and the Spartans 7-6, Union with the lead, scoring with about 16 seconds to play in the first half. Here's the kickoff, end over end, left side. Emery will return it down the sideline. Decent return. Will go for about 25 yards. So with 12 seconds left in the first half, we'll see what Coach Famalo elects to do. Union will get the ball to start this second half. Do you test the waters deep? You got the ball at your own 34-yard line.
It's an impressive drive to answer back. Union picked up 3 third down conversions where Emery could have got them off the field. Get the touchdown pass. If I'm Emery, I'm probably not aggressive. I'm going to take a knee, get into half.
Well, Womack has been a handful so far here in this first half, Travis. He's got that size advantage, and they have used it to perfection.
Big wideout. You're going to have to jam him at the line. You can't give him the cushion because he's just going to box you out like a defender. So got to work better in the second half.
Big play for Emery going off the left side, and that may stop the clock for a moment. Timeout is taken. Spartans on a pass from Gilbert going out to Yost. Get it out to the 48-yard line on a gain of 14. Timeout taken.
5 seconds now. You can take a chance. Probably if you want to run a play here, you can get to the sideline, get out of bounds, and try a Hail Mary. Maybe a hook and ladder. Your options are very limited with 5 seconds left.
Yep.
I think a couple years ago we were on the road. We saw the hook and ladder with about 8 seconds left, and Emery scored off of it.
Yeah, went for a big gain. Score right now, 7-6, Union with the lead. Emery will have one more opportunity to take this deep. 5 seconds left. Gilbert goes into the shotgun set. He's got one man with him. Emery will stack the left side. Snap, quick pass. Going out to the outside. Herdsman comes down with it, gets it into Union territory, but he falls down to the ground, and that'll take us into the break. It's been a battle so far. A gain of 5 on the final play of the first half. Gilbert's thrown the ball for 45 yards.
They ran the football better. The passing game hasn't been there, but down 7-6. Union's going to get the football to start the third quarter.
Close to 100 yards rushing in that first half for Emery. That's the positive. The negative? They trail right now, 7-6. The Union Cougars have come to play. Late start to this one due to the rain delay. But as we get set for the Dr. Callie, the Castle Valley Orthodontics halftime report, Travis will go into the first half, getting your thoughts.
I thought Emery defensively played a good first half. I thought Union played defensively a great first half as well. So both those teams defensively are there. The offense you could see started to click towards the end. I think the second half we're going to have some points put up on the board.
Union 7, Emery 6. Castle Valley Orthodontics halftime report coming up when we return on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
Discover peace of mind with Don's Hometown Insurance, now even closer to home at their new location, 58 West Main Street in Price. Connect directly with friendly agents ready to tailor a package just for you. Imagine bundling your home, auto, and life insurance, simplifying your life while maximizing your savings. Experience personalized service designed to protect what matters most to you. Visit Don's Hometown Insurance today and feel the difference.
Imagine stepping foot into your dream home. The scent of fresh paint and the feel of plush carpet under your feet. Hi, this is Greg at the Driggs Mortgage Team. We make that dream come to life with our expert guidance and personalized financing solutions. Now closer to you at our new location in 23 South Carbon Avenue, Suite 21 in Price, because when it comes to financing your home, there's simply no substitute for experience.
Eastern Utah Imaging is open with scan times of less than 30 minutes, the ability to scan a wide range of implanted devices, and a turnaround time for results of 24 hours or less. You need to call Eastern Utah Imaging. Ask your doctor or call 636 X-Ray to schedule your appointment today.
You see your friends with their new travel trailers, four-wheelers, and side-by-sides. They're living the dream, right? Well, it doesn't just have to be a dream. You can start living that same dream life today by starting your new career with GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance. GMS is hiring mechanics, electricians, fabricators, experienced and inexperienced miners. They offer high starting wages, benefits, a 401k, and vacation pay. Local jobs are available. Apply today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. The dream can be yours with GMS Mine Repair.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Discover the difference experience makes at Mr. Automotive in Huntington. With over 30 years dedicated to matching the perfect vehicle with the right person in Castle Country, we know a thing or two about cars and about saving you money. Thanks to our low overhead, we're able to pass incredible savings directly on to you. Drive away happy with a deal as reliable as our service. Visit Mr. Automotive today, where experience means savings and you meet your new car.
At Oliver Law, we specialize in criminal defense and DUI. Everyone needs to know their rights. Let us guide you through the criminal justice minefield. At Oliver Law, we still believe in innocent until proven guilty.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Time here at Emery High School, and we have a battle on our hands. Union will take a 1-point lead into the break, 7-6 over the Spartans. Welcome into the Dr. Kelly at Castle Valley Orthodontics halftime report. Jordan Buskermany alongside Travis Anderson. What a ball game. I mean, if you like low-scoring affairs, if you love defensive football, this game is for you. Both teams have played excellent, I think, on both sides. I mean, the offense, you say, well, there's 13 total points, but you have to give credit to the defense. They have made huge plays throughout this first half.
This is the kind of football that I prefer. Low scoring, defensive battle. Which team makes the first mistake? And right now, both teams are playing at a high level defensively. Like you said, 13 total points. One extra point, being blocked is the difference in the game so far.
Let's take a look at some of the statistics in the first half. And I want to start with Emery's rushing attack in this game. That was the big question mark coming into it. How about 7 carries, 61 yards, Bowden Chrisman? His long so far tonight is 21, also had a run of 16 yards. Bowden looks confident, looks very, very patient out of the backfield. I thought it was a great first half for him.
It's 2 weeks in a row, and he's looked really good carrying the football out of the backfield.
Yeah, I mean, he's already doubled the output from last week. But the game dictates, right, how often you can go out of the backfield. It's just been pesky pre-snap penalties that has limited Emery's rushing attack. I mean, so far in this game, I got him down for 13 carries in what was a very fast-moving first half. But once you have one of those pre-snap penalties and you're at 2nd and 9, all of a sudden you're at 2nd and 14, it renders the rushing attack almost useless.
Yeah, those are the uncharacteristic,
yeah, for sure.
That you see Emery with those pre-snap penalties. Just got to cut those down.
33 yards on 5 carries for Jackson Johnson. JJ comes in a second drive, carried the ball 4 times. He went 11 yards, 9 yards, 7 yards, 4 yards. It was a positive every time he touched the ball. So 5 carries, 33 yards. And then Trevin has ran the ball. Trevin Gilbert, the quarterback, 3 carries for 8 yards. That's the rushing attack for Emery in this first half. Now let's take a look at what Trevin was able to do throwing the football. He only had 6 attempts in that first half, but he does go 5 of 6 for 45 yards, also had a 21-yard touchdown pass to Braxton Butler.
Yeah, Union's not going to let him throw the football. They're not going to let him spread him out. They're going to make sure that they just run the football. They said, all right, we'll let you get all the rushing yards you want, but we're not going to let you spread us out like you did a week ago and have 7 different guys touch the football through the air.
Well, so far they've had 4 touch it, each with 1 catch. In this first half, there was 1 grab for 0 yards that we haven't accounted for, but Porter Herdsman, 1 grab, 5 yards. Deacon Mangum, 1 grab, 5 yards. Braxton Butler, 1 grab, 21 yards and a touchdown. And then Ty Yost had a 14-yard catch. That's the receiving yards for Emery. So again, we have been a bit limited offensively so far in this game, but I think you have to credit the defense. Just looking at the way things started. I mean, Emery had the first possession of the game. They moved the ball effectively early, but a pre-snap penalty affected things. 3rd down and long, Trevin Gilbert rolls out. He gets popped from behind, strip sack, ball recovered by Union. They have a short field, but the Emery defense rises to the occasion.
Yeah, we talked about it today on Dry Time Sports, also in the open, about Union. Their corners and their secondary, their safety, they're very good, so it's difficult to throw the football. I think the second half, you're going to see The field's a little bit more dry. You're accustomed to the conditions now. I think Emery will have success moving the ball through the air as this third and fourth quarter play out.
Let's look at the Union Cougars offense here in the first half, okay? So the quarterback, who is Dylan Murphy, and we know what type of an athlete this kid is. He's really good. He can beat you with his feet. He can beat you with his arm. He's got a couple of weapons that he really likes to go to. In particular, the 6'4" senior wideout Tanner Womack, who caught a 25-yard touchdown pass. The commitment, and I'm going to say the trust those two have in one another, there's a connection there, and they have been on point. If it's been short 5-6 yard passes and then we're going to take the top off the defense, that's what Murphy did. That connection is lethal, and there's not too many 6'4" wide receivers in the 2A, 3A classification that has the control of Womack. That was a factor in the first half.
At 99 out of 100 times, your big wide receiver is going to go up and get the football, and he placed that football perfectly to where he was going to go up, come down with it, and that's the touchdown they got. But they have that nice connection going. I think Emery has to come up just a little bit more. You can't give him that cushion, because once he gets that cushion off that line, he's just going to push you out of the way and get down the field.
Two backs out of the backfield, Kyler Hackford and Blake Rasmussen. These are game breakers, two seniors for this Union group. They played a huge factor in the win last week against Judge Memorial for Union. And Travis, they have played a huge factor in this game, helping the Cougars garner a 7-6 lead at the break.
They're very good. A week ago, they were good. This week so far, good again. So a lot of things, Emery, they talked about coming out of that half. They're going to work in this third quarter. I think this third quarter, this first drive is important for Emery defensively to get them off the field. You can't allow Union to take time off the clock, shorten this third quarter up, put points on the board in the process.
Soggy Emery High School had the hour-long lightning delay. It was really pouring for a moment. The field is wet. Maybe that's contributed to the 7-6 score, but the Cougars hold a 1-point lead at the break. Last week, Coach John Famalo was talking about how Emery managed to change the game once they got the lead in the second half against North St. Pete. They were able to play their style of football. So far in tonight's game, both Emery and Union trying to get the other to play their style. This opening drive when the Cougars get the ball is going to be monumental for both teams.
Really is. Emery comes out, they get a 3-and-out, get the football back early, and can score in this quarter. I think that could really put the pressure on Union. They haven't played with pressure so far this season, and we'll see if Emery can come out and do that.
We are about 3 minutes away from the second half. It's the halftime report brought to you by Dr. Daniel Callie at Castle Valley Orthodontics. You can give them a call at 637-2222. That's 637-2222. It's a smile that'll last a lifetime. Dr. Callie, Castle Valley Orthodontics, and his crew bringing you the halftime report. We'll be back in just a moment. Emery will kick off the Union to get what should be an exciting second half off and rolling after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
At Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, we have the solutions to your financial goals. From auto loans, RV, home and business, to savings, money market, and certificate accounts. With local people, local lending, and local decisions, you can depend on us.
Looking for financial solutions? At Cache Valley Bank, they're here to help.
Eastern Utah Imaging is open. With scan times of less than 30 minutes, the ability to scan a wide range of implanted devices, and a turnaround time for results of 24 hours or less, you need to call Eastern Utah Imaging. Ask your doctor or call 636 X-Ray to schedule your appointment today.
Discover the difference experience makes at Mr. Automotive in Huntington. With over 30 years dedicated to matching the perfect vehicle with the right person in Castle Country, we know a thing or two about cars and about saving you money. Thanks to our low overhead, we're able to pass incredible savings directly on to you. Drive away happy with a deal as reliable as our service. Visit Mr. Automotive today. where experience means savings and you meet your new car.
The Spartans play here.
Hayden Abrams, number 3. Caleb O'Neill, number 58. Deacon Mangum, number 12.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Jackson Butler, number 33. Wade Hogeson, number 6.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Second half just about to get underway. Score again, Union 7, Emery 6. The Spartans will kick off to the Cougars to get this second half off and rolling. Jordan Buscarini alongside Travis Anderson. Of course, we're on KOAL 107.3 FM, 750 AM. We're also live at our YouTube channel. Like, subscribe. You'll be able to follow the Emery High School football team all season long. Real simple, Castle Country Radio Emery. You get the radio feed with the live video broadcast, and you can also stream that audio whenever, wherever. Just download the Castle Country Radio app. Scoring this one 7-6. Travis, Union's going to get the ball to start the second half. Might be a monumental possession here for this Emery defense.
Yeah, for Emery, big drive for Union as well. Union offensively can put the pressure on Emery, going down, taking time off the clock, getting a touchdown, building up on that 1-point lead they have.
So we'll see what that Emery defensive front can do. Coach Famalo's gone with the odd man front throughout the night. A lot of versatility at that linebacker spot. You want to go 4 outside, the 2, Braxton Butler being Abrams, and in the middle, we've also seen Bowden Crispin and Gideon Meekum who have had big games. That'll be the Emery defense when they touch the field in a moment. Jaden Atwood lines it up. He's set to kick it away from the 40-yard line. Back to return deep. Cruz Labrum, the sophomore, for the Union Cougars. Atwood gets the running start, end-over-end kick. This one is deep. Labrum to return from the 15, gets it out to the 20. Left side, room to run, 30, 35, 40. He's got 2 men to beat. He's in Emery territory and shoved out of bounds on the Spartan side of the field. A dynamic return for the Cougars. They have a short field as they set up shop on Emery's side to get things rolling in the second half.
Union got great blocking on the special teams, which sprung him free down the sideline into Emery territory to start this half to the 40-yard line.
Cougars will line up at the 40 on Emery's side of the field. Not their best starting field position. Believe it or not, they started inside the Emery 30 on their first offensive set and didn't score. Murphy out of the shotgun set, calls for a man in motion. It's Rasmussen moving right to left. Out of the pistol set, takes the snap, play action, roll out, bootleg. He's got open field and has his man wide open, just misses on the intended receiver. J.D. Mojado, the tight end, the junior tight end, right through his paws, incomplete. Emery can breathe a sigh of relief because that could have been a big pickup there for the Union Cougars. Instead, it's 2nd and 10 from the 40.
Yeah, Mojado right there didn't close his hands to catch the football right through his hands, incomplete. You said it. Emery catches a break, 2nd and 10.
Ball at the 40 on the far hash mark. Again, Union left to right on the radio dial. Stack trips right side, man-to-man at the top of the screen on the left. Herdsman on Womack. Murphy never looks his way, wants to go deep, throws into double coverage, overshoots the intended receiver, Rasmussen. Deep was Ty Yost. On the short inside was J.J. Jackson Johnson. And after 2 quick incomplete passes, it's 3rd and 10. The Cougars come out and say, we want to spread it. We want to throw it all around the field. This Emery secondary, not exactly fooled.
Yeah, Emery finally gets a little bit of pressure in the backfield, which rushes that throw just a little bit. He's lucky that he didn't get turned around in time to intercept that football. Incomplete, 3rd and long.
Yost had a late track on it. But terrific defense as they sandwich the intended receiver. Trips again here for Union. We've seen this pistol set. 3 wideouts right side, 1 left. It's Womack again. Murphy back to pass, looks off, wants to go to the screen. Emery not fooled again. That's a big, big loss. Takedown in the backfield by Caleb O'Neill as Hackford will lose roughly 4 yards to set up 4th and 14. Actually, we'll say a loss of 6 to make it 4th and 16. That's big Caleb O'Neill. He's been making plays like that since he's a sophomore. Now a senior comes up to force 4th and long.
Yeah, untouched. No one blocked him. Caleb O'Neill does the rest, makes the tackle for the loss.
Murphy, we expect the pooch punt again, back to return. It is Herdsman. There's the rugby-style punt. Takes a bounce, a Union bounce at the 20. Herdsman picks it up at the 10. Tries to get to the outside corner, and that's a terrific open-field tackle on special teams by the Cougars. Able to get down for the takedown was Isaac Meekum, the outside linebacker/receiver. And now Emery pinned back deep in their own territory. They've had poor field position before in this game. They started on their own 4. They changed field position by getting to midfield. They'll have to do that again as they take over at the 13-yard line.
Yeah, you thought for a second that he had a chance to go up the Union sideline, and then he's taken down in a hurry.
7-6 Union with a lead. Emery's defense tries to set the tempo as Union goes backwards on their opening drive, minus 6 yards here in the second half. Gilbert now out of the shotgun set. He has one man to his right. Hands the ball off. Emery could run effectively in the first half. They pick up right where they left off. This time it's Bowden Crispin going right up the gut. And Crispin's able to get it past the 30 to the 31-yard line on a gain of 18.
It's about the 4th or 5th time on first down. If they just run right up the gut, pick up huge yards on first down pickup, you're out of the shadows of your own end zone, up past the 30-yard line.
Bowden so far in this game, 8 carries for 79 yards. He's had big runs of 21, 18, and 16. 1st and 10, Emery already flipping field position. Ball at the 31. Ball is placed right in the middle of the hash marks. This time, Emery will go 3 wideouts, 2 wideouts to the right side. One man in the slot, that's Butler, who lines up behind the tackle. Quick pass now out to Ty Yost, 35-40. Yost still on his feet, spin move, makes 2 would-be tacklers miss, and he's brought down at the 47-yard line for a gain of 16. Gilbert finds Ty Yost on the quick pass on the outside.
Ty Yost with the quick out, yak yards once again. Emery has dominated that category so far tonight. Another first down pickup.
Yost 2 grabs for 30 yards as the yardage for Gilbert continues to add up.
And we knew that was going to pick up.
Eventually, right? I mean, Travitt has been on spots, 6 of 7 so far in this game, 61 yards. 1st and 10, Emery ball near midfield. They have it at the 47-yard line. Trevin taking his time, 8 on the play clock. Now the snap, quick pass goes back to Yost. He's into Union side of the field to the 45, still on his feet, and he is knocked out of bounds at the 40. Big gain yet again for Emery, this time a gain of 14 yards. Yost on back-to-back catches. He's up to 44 receiving yards on the afternoon or the evening, and Emery is now in plus territory at the Union 40.
A little quick outs right now. Union just slow getting over and making a tackle. That's the second time in a row that Tanner Womack has come over late, missed the tackle, and then he has to rotate back down to save it from being an even bigger gain.
1st and 10, handoff to Crispin. Bowden bounces off a couple of tacklers. Flag comes out. This will most certainly be against the Union Cougars, which would give Emery another first down. Crispin was stopped at the line of scrimmage. That's a rarity for Union to stop Bowden at the line. But now we have a personal foul face mask, so Emery will get a free 15 yards, and they'll go from the 40 to the 25-yard line.
That's an easy one right there. You can see his head yank back, grab the face mask. Big penalty by Union. 15 more tacked on.
Emery is moving the ball with speed right now. 9:42 to play in the third quarter. 7-6, Union by 1, but Emery threatening to get the lead back.
Yeah, we talked about in the first half, right? Tempo. Emery wants to be tempo. Union doesn't want that tempo. They want it slowed, grind out.
Emery with the ball at the Union 25. Lengthy drive. They would have to go 86 yards if they want to score a touchdown on this possession. One man in the backfield once again, 2 wideouts on each side. Motion man is coming. Abrams, he'll move left to right on the radio dial. Gilbert will go to Abrams in the backfield. Catch, moves up close to the line of scrimmage, no gain. 2nd down and 10. That's Abrams' first grab of the evening.
You could see that play developing, that there wasn't a lot of room to make that pass over there defensively. Union in position. You could see it was going to be a short gain or no gain.
Second down and 10. Snap, this time to Deacon Mangum. Deke is able to get inside the 20-yard line. He's close to the 18. So a positive gain of 7 off of the pass from Gilbert.
Those quick ins, quick outs giving Union problems. It's all about speed.
82 passing yards for Gilbert. Deke has 12 on 2 grabs. Third down here for Emery. Big time play.
I go back to that slant in.
Need 3 yards here on third. Under 9 to play. There's the slant to Herdsman. Sliding. Grabs it right at the sticks. Gets it up to the 15. That'll be enough to move the sticks. 1st and 10 Emery. Not a goal-to-go situation yet, but in the red zone with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, the corner gave that little cushion. That's why you go slant in. It's a good throw, good catch, sliding catch, first down. Pass just a tiny bit behind, but he reaches back, comes up with it for the first down.
Porter so far in this game, 2 grabs, 10 yards. He's had a tough matchup off of the outside. Emery threatening with 8:40 now to play. Hand off to Bowden. This is Emery football. Goes right up the middle for a gain of 4. This is exactly the way the Spartans want to play. It's so similar to what we saw last week, right? Coach Famalo said, hey, in the second half, we were able to play our style of ball against North St. Pete. Able to do it right now against Union because the defense forced that quick 3 and out. 2nd down and 6. Gilbert wants it all. Goes to the end zone. Pass nearly caught. Great defense on the little fade to the corner of the end zone intended for Porter Herdsman, and now it's 3rd down and 6. A little off schedule, but it is 4-down territory.
Yeah, you get the one-on-one to the outside. That's the matchup you want. The ball perfectly placed, but defensively he rotates down, gets his hand up, knocks it away at the split second.
It's been a rare incompletion for this Emery offense. Gilbert has been on point, been highly efficient, very similar to what we saw last week. After the fumble on the opening drive, he has played very clean. 4 wideouts this time. Chrisman in the backfield, 3rd down. We expect 4-down territory. Gilbert back to pass, looking. He's under pressure. Tries to throw the ball away, and fortunately, we have an incomplete pass. Boy, I was going to take full responsibility for the interception as Gilbert has played so efficient, tried to get rid of the ball at the last moment, and now we're looking at 4th down and 6. Field goal would give Emery the lead, well within Atwood's range. Let's see what Coach Famalo elects to do.
Yeah, that one right there, very dangerous. That's when you just tuck it and fall to the ground. You don't want to do it on that one and have a turnover deep into this position where you have a chance to pick up a first down or get points off a field goal.
Emery offense will stay out on the field here on 4th and 6. They have to get the ball to about the 6-yard line.
Yeah, the play clock down to 3. They have to burn the timeout.
No, they didn't take it. Union took it.
Well, that's even better.
You talked about the play clock winding down. Emery forces Union, who didn't like what they saw defensively, to take a timeout. We're going to take the 30-second break as well. 4th and 6 for Emery when we return. 8 minutes even to play in the third. Union 7, Emery 6.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
The Spartans play here.
Porter Herdsman, number 23. Braxton Butler, number 33. Quade Ovison, number 6.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Here we go. 4th down and 6. Emery will keep the offense out on the field. Big time play. Gilbert out of the shotgun. Butler will come in motion left to right. Union in a man-to-man defense. Back to pass. Gilbert is under pressure. Dump off, and Union's defense rises to the occasion. Incomplete pass. Gilbert was rushed, tried to dump it off to Chrisman, and that is an excellent defensive play by Jed Chatwin, the senior, to force the incomplete pass, and Union's defense comes up with a huge 4th down stop.
Yeah, I didn't like the play calling. Run the football. You've had success running the football. If it's 4th down right there, I'm kicking the field goal. I'm making Union, like you said during the timeout when you and I were talking, make Union play from behind. I take the points, kick the field goal.
Well, it was well within Atwood's range. 4th down and 6. Gilbert was rushed. I don't believe that was the initial read. He had no choice. I mean, a terrific defensive play by the Cougars, and now their offense will take over. Snap, handoff. Hackford tries to get the outside. That's a hold, and a flag will come out. Jackson Johnson was about to step up and deliver the pop. Easy call to make. We were able to make it from the broadcast booth. So depending on where that flag comes out, I'm going to guess about the 16-yard line. That's a big penalty for Union. Puts them behind the sticks again. They have negative yardage here in the second half with 7:45 to play in the third. They come out minus 6 yards on that opening drive and already behind the sticks due to a hold on the first play from scrimmage on this possession.
That big opportunity for the Emery defense to flip the field right here, making this third quarter, 7:45 left. You're down 1, but now they're pinned back deep. So you have a chance. Flip things.
See if the Emery defense, which has been so stiff in this game, making life so difficult on the Union Cougars, they need to come up with a big play here. Cougar football right now on their own 6-yard line, backed up to their end zone. Murphy out of the shotgun set. He's got one man in the backfield with him. It's Hackford. Looks around, calls for a motion man. That's Meekum. He goes to the right side. Murphy takes the snap. He's looking to run the entire way. Patient run. Goes for some good yardage. Gets beyond the 10-yard line, past the original line of scrimmage. So a nice gain. Gets it about, 7 yards to set up for second down and 9. Ball right now at their 14-yard line, just beyond that original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you talked about how patient he was, waiting for blockers to come up, and then he follows through, picks up positive yards. That's what you have to have after the penalty is some big yards, and he makes it second and 9.
Trips right side for Murphy. One man in the backfield. Emery with an odd man front. Snap. Murphy back to pass. Clean look. Wants to go to his lengthy receiver. Intercepted! Intercepted off of the deflection. Big time play. Big time play. Ty Yost comes up with a pick, and Emery will take over deep in Union territory.
It's one-on-one coverage. That's what Union wants. The ball pops up into the air, and the Emery Spartan defense comes up with a huge turnover interception. We seen it last week. That defense came up huge with a bunch of turnovers. This week, they get one more.
Popped in the air by Herdsman, corralled by Yost, and Emery will take over at the 36-yard line, moving right to left on the radio dial. Ball on the far hash mark with 7:03 to play in the third. Offense wastes no time coming out. Butler will come in motion right to left. One man in the backfield. Gilbert, long snap. Little play action under pressure again. Fires, caught by Butler. Butler has played outstanding on the offensive side of the ball inside the 30-yard line down to the 28. Big pickup. Boy, Butler has been great, hasn't he? That's a tough grab, Travis. He has to really stretch. Gain of 8 to set up second and 2.
Yeah, Butler tonight has caught the football a couple times. He knows he's going to take a big pop afterwards, holds onto the football, picks up positive yards once again.
He's got so much range. Second down and 2. 6.5 to play in the third. The entire quarter seems like it's been played on Union's side of the field. Emery's got to get points this go around. Play clock down to 9. Gilbert looking, long snap count, hands it off now to Jackson Johnson. JJ puts his head down. He's got the first down if they give him forward progress. And now some extracurricular activity going on the near sideline between Meekum and Abrams. No flag comes out. They rule Johnson about half a yard shy of the first down sticks. JJ on a gain of 1.
Yeah, it's simple right here. Quarterback sneak, ball forward, pick up the first down, or just run the football. But you're not passing on this down right here on 3rd and short.
Well, we saw Gilbert line up under center one time last week. He's going to do it again here on 3rd and about a half a yard. Union stacks the box. Gilbert takes the quarterback sneak. He's got the first down. Just a rugby-style run. Gain of 3. Gilbert in this game now with 4 carries for 11 yards.
Yeah, just get your quarterback lined up underneath the center, and then as everybody else, you just push him forward for the first down.
5:42 left in the third. Union clinging to a 1-point lead, but Emery threatening yet again. Ball on the 24-yard line. 2 wideouts on each side. Abrams lines up in the slot on the left, Mangum on the right. Deep back is Chrisman. Yost comes in motion left to right. He was outside the numbers. And around. Ty trying to use his speed. Able to split a couple of defenders. Somehow, Ty Yost is able to push this pile forward. He gets inside the 20, up to the 17-yard line. Have yourself a night, Ty Yost. I don't know how he got skinny in between those defenders. No idea.
Yeah, Yost just uses his speed, cuts it short of going, stretching it a little bit more than he wanted to. And then he keeps the feet moving, picks up big yards. 2nd and 4.
2nd down and 4 on a gain of 6. Gilbert calls for a motion man. This time it's Herdsman. Hands it off to Chrisman. Bowden up the gut. Inside the 15. He is close to the first down sticks. I believe he got it up to the 14. Be a gain of 4. They got to give him the first down. They will.
No.
They do not give him the first down.
They're going to measure.
They're going to add that. He's got
the first down.
He's got it. It's our first measurement this season. I'm going to keep track this year in the booth, by the way. Last year you had your struggles. Let's see if you can improve on that percentage. Does he have it?
Yeah, he has it.
Okay. First time you've been put on the spot this season. Chain gang coming out. We have 4 minutes and 42 ticks left in the third. Emery close to the red zone. Well, now they are in the red zone, inside that 15-yard line.
Those chains out there make me 1 for 1.
Wait to bring him out as the viewing audience on YouTube sees the Emery group go to the sideline to get a quick breather.
This is a good rebound after you came up short. You get the interception back deep in Union territory.
Let's see how close the Spartans are to picking up this first down. Still waiting to tighten the chain. Looks to me, I mean, it's a tough angle for us to get it. Still waiting on the official to give us the word. He's got it. All it has to do is touch that stick, and it did. First down. You're 1 for 1. I'm keeping track.
Mark it down on your paper. 1 for 1.
Batting 1,000 so far this year. Ball at the 14. Emery in the red zone with a chance to take the lead. 4:42 to play in the third. Can they capitalize off the turnover? Definitely in field goal range. He's going to go trips left side. Yost, Butler, and Meekum all on the left. Herdsman will draw man-to-man coverage on the right. Chrisman will line up offset eye left side of Gilbert. Big play for the Spartans on first down. Not a goal-to-go situation yet. Chrisman now goes from left to right. Snap, handoff, has a gap, able to pick up maybe a yard. 2nd and 9 for Emery.
Union's front does a good job. They close the gap. They get in. They make the tackle slow it up. Thought they had a chance for the inside slant with Deacon.
Clock ticking. 4:14 in the third. Emery's offense has dominated the time of possession in the second half so far. That's why you have to make Union pay here.
You limit Union. You limit those possessions. This is where you have to come up big and get points.
Not a goal-to-go situation just yet. Emery can pick up a first down inside the 5. Back to pass. Gilbert, dump off, goes high. This one is caught. Close to the goal line, all the way inside the 5. Jackson Johnson off the reception, gets it down to the 2-yard line.
Dump off pass. A little bit high. He goes up, reaches back, comes down with it. Almost got into the end zone, but it's 1st and goal.
Gain of 9 on the pass.
This should be simple. This should be 4 straight runs.
Snap and a handoff up the middle into the end zone. Waiting. No official call. Gilbert tried to keep it himself. He gets maybe a gain of 1 to set up 2nd down and goal.
I mean, they're going to put that ball just shy. Look where the football's sitting, Jordan. Get your quarterback under the center and push him forward.
Up underneath center once again. It's Trevin Gilbert trying to give Emery the lead with 3:07 to play in the third. Handoff, Chrisman into the end zone. Did he cross the goal line? Touchdown! Bowden Chrisman on a 1-yard run up the middle, and Emery takes a 12-7 lead. Might be time for a 2-point conversion attempt to get a 7-point advantage. Bowden Chrisman on a 1-yard run.
You get the turnover, you get the interception, you come down and you put points on the board. That's how it's done. 12-7, like you said. Emery going to go for 2 to make this a 1-possession game of 14-7.
3:03 to play in the third. 2-point conversion attempt. The first attempt from 2 this season for Emery. Trips right side. Chrisman is in the backfield with Gilbert. Man-to-man coverage off of the left side. That's Ty Yost outside the numbers. Hard snap count, and Emery's going to get half the distance to the goal as they made the Union defense jump. So now he's going to have the ball at about the, 1.5-yard line? This 2-point conversion attempt is huge. Let's see if that changes the play call here at all. 3:03 left in the third, 12-7 Emery. Try to make it a 7-point lead as Union blocked the first extra point on the first score of the game.
Go right back to the run.
Which came in the second quarter. Gilbert is up underneath center. Takes the snap. Handoff. Butler into the end zone. Braxton Butler on the end around. 2-point conversion. 14-7 Emery. 3:03 to play in the third when we return on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
At Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, we have the solutions to your financial goals. From auto loans, RV, home and business, to savings, money market, and certificate accounts. With local people, local lending, and local decisions, you can depend on us.
Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
3:03 to play here in the third quarter. Emery 14, Union 7. Emery has dominated the time of possession here in this third quarter. Atwood tees it up, gets his running start. There's the end-over-end kick. This one returned by Labrum. He muffs it, picks it up at the 5, now to the 10. Reverses Phil to the 15. Labrum still on his feet. Another dynamic return. He's to the 30. Still on his feet. Now to the 40 at the 42-yard line. It's the second big-time return by Cruz Labrum here in the third quarter, and Union will take over near midfield. Muffed it back at the 5, doesn't matter. Big-time return of 37 yards.
That's a great kickoff. The coverage down the field gets blocked. They get sealed up, and Cruz does the rest. Gets down the sideline, gives Union good field position to start this drive once again. Union can't complain about the field position they've had all night long because they've had great field position.
All night, literally. Murphy out of the shotgun set as a motion man coming. Gets Rasmussen right to left. Emery with the odd man front. 2 linebackers standing up. Murphy rolls out right side. Wants to throw on the run. Under some pressure. Now going to have to try to make something happen with his feet, and he does. Gets past the 45-yard line up to the 46. Was looking pass all the way, but this Emery secondary has played lights-out football. Still a positive gain there for the Cougars. Ball out to the 47-yard line. It's 2nd down and 4.
And that's where he's so dynamic, though, Jordan, getting out of that pocket, keeping the play alive, not afraid to take a hit, stays in bounds, gets popped. Positive yards for Union, 2nd down 4, gain of 6. But the secondary for Emery did a good job. Nothing open downfield.
2nd down, 4 yards to go off a gain of 6 from Murphy. Calls for a man in motion. It's Meekum. He moves right to left. Now lends up off the left tackle. Here's the snap. Handoff, Hackford. Hackford goes up the gut. Positive gain, shy of the first down sticks. 48-yard line. Will need 2.5 yards for the first down.
Yeah, they chopped him down early. You thought for a second, all right, he has the first down easily. But Emery comes in, makes the tackle, makes this a 3rd and 2. Definitely for Union, 4-down territory, you would think.
1 minute, 30 seconds left in the third.
I'm just going to roll my quarterback out and just let him tuck and run, get the first down.
Murphy's got man-to-man coverage with Meekum, and that has been his favorite target. Handoff to Hackford, patient run, 1st down and more. Into Emery territory, up to the 40-yard line. Big run. Picked up a gain of 12, 1st and 10 Cougars. Now they're in business. In plus territory for the first time of the second half with 70 seconds to play before we go to the fourth.
You're so worried about the quarterback, what he's going to do. He just hands the football off. They've got 2 good running backs. Does Union. Picks up the first down untouched with ease. And they're marching right back after that touchdown.
Snap, Murphy, handoff, left side, Hackford, room to run. Boy, closed in a hurry. Big defensive play. Chrisman was in on the takedown, had some help from Yost, had some help from Howard. Gang tackle, 2nd and 10. Nothing to gain that time for the Cougars.
Yeah, not a lot of success for Union stretching the field, trying to stretch to get to the sideline. Where the success came in the run game is the A and B gaps.
2nd down and 10. Play clock down to 17. Shotgun, Murphy. Helmet eye snag. Wants to go deep, man-to-man coverage. Great defense by Porter Herdsman. They wanted to go to their big man, make him down outside the numbers, and that time Herdsman was able to say no, no. However, we have an injured Spartan down on the field.
Yeah, Meekum became the defender on that one. He turns around. He has to become the defender because if he doesn't, it's another interception, so we got a timeout for the injury.
It's 3rd and 10. Less than a second left here in the third quarter. So we are getting set for the fourth quarter.
And a huge 3rd and 10 coming up for the Union offense.
Well, they tried to run it on 1st down to no avail. Then they go out for a big pass down the sidelines, Travis, and that didn't seem to work out as well. I say it time and time again, I love this Emery secondary. This is a good group.
It's one of the best secondaries at this level. It's going to be very difficult to try to move the ball down the field on this secondary. And you can see last week North St. Pete didn't have a lot of success. So far tonight, Union hasn't had a lot of success either with their, passing attack.
So Herdsman was the injured Spartan, able to walk off the field on his own. He appears to be fine. He'll have to come out for a play. 3rd down and 10. Union with the ball on the Emery 40, moving left to right on the dial. Murphy out of the shotgun. He's got Hackford with him in the backfield. Final play of the quarter, barring a penalty. Perfect snap. Murphy wants a big pass, has a man open. It's caught. Abrams on the takedown. That takes us to the end of the third. Shy of the 1st down sticks. Rasmussen with the reception. It will be 4th down for the Cougars. 4th and 3 as we switch sides. We're down to the final 12 minutes. Emery 14, Union 7 when we return on 107.3 FM and 750 AM. We're back in 60 seconds.
Looking to transform your space? At 123 Remodeling, we specialize in bringing your vision to life. From electrical upgrades to seamless drywall finishes and expert garage door installations, we handle it all with precision and care right here in Carbon and Emery County. Trust the local experts at 123 Remodeling. Call us today at 630-2215.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
The Spartans play here.
Porter Herdsman, number 23. Braxton Butler, number 33. Quade Ovison, number 6.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Shorten this game, not allow Union a lot of more possessions.
4th down. Union. Murphy. Shotgun. Perfect snap, back to pass, dump off, it's caught, 1st down, and a lot more. In fact, this one may go the distance. No, a touchdown-saving tackle by Yost as Rasmussen was able to kick it into high gear to get into the Emery secondary. 1st down and goal to go for the Cougars.
Yeah, just a missed tackle right at the point of attack. You make the tackle, it's probably short of the sticks, and it's a turnover. Instead, he catches the ball, gets down the field. 1st down, Union. And another Spartan down.
Over on the sideline, it appears to be a cramp. But a big-time play for the Cougars. 4th down, you felt like they had to have that one, Travis. And they got an important pickup. All the way down to the 10-yard line. You can drop the sticks. It's 1st down and goal to go.
Yeah, those are the things. Early on in the season, you're going to see a lot of, I think, is a lot of missed tackles. That one right there, that's a missed opportunity for for Emery to get Union off the field.
The Cougars are lining up. We still have an injured Spartan down on the sideline. The officials say, no, you can't quite snap it just yet.
That's the patience, that's the composure you get out of your quarterback. And Dylan Murphy just sits in the pocket, waits till one of his wideouts gets open, and then fires a little missile on the cross. Get the catch, the first down or more.
Yeah, this kid's the real deal. He's got Braden Fawcett, who's going to line up on the left side. I haven't called Fawcett's name. He's going to be on the outside. It looks like Rasmussen's going to be in the slot. Still an injury timeout with 11:43 left to play here in regulation. And I put an emphasis on regulation. It's been a long time since we called an overtime game, but boy, this one just kind of feels like it could potentially be that, doesn't it?
It does. And for Union coming out, I wouldn't be surprised if they go to that jump ball play in the end zone.
So now the officials are going to send the Cougars over to their sideline here on the injury timeout. When we resume, Union will have the ball near left hash mark, 10-yard line, trying to march in to tie this game.
It is goal to go, though.
It is goal to go. Union has been stopped in a goal to go situation already in this game. They're looking for their first touchdown since 16 seconds to play in the first half when Murphy found Womack on a 25-yard touchdown. And if you are the Union coaching staff, it's nice just to see your offense out there on the field as Emery dominated time of possession in the third quarter. Back to the action now on the field. 3 wideouts left side, 1 to the right, top of the screen, man-to-man coverage. Murphy's got 1 man, that's Hackford in the backfield. Now Rasmussen, 2 bodyguards. Split formation, snap, handoff. Rasmussen gets by 1 would-be tackler, brought down by Chrisman in the backfield.
That ball come loose?
Emery is saying the ball came loose. The officials have not given any indication as a loose ball going to Emery, and they will say down.
That ball definitely moving. It was a little bit of a bobble, but apparently he jumps right back on it. Good job, Emery defense, to slow him up, make this 2nd and goal.
Ball at the 8-yard line. 10:47 and counting left to play here in the game. Murphy out of the pistol set, 2 wideouts. He's got his tight end in the slot on the left side. 2 seconds on the play clock, 1 second, barely gets the play off. Murphy's going to keep it himself, and he dives inside the 5-yard line. He leaped to pick up some positive yardage. A massive collision on that leap. We have another injured Spartan down on the ground.
He's the one that collided with him.
I mean, that was a leap that could be a dangerous play. Timeout, referee timeout, injury timeout. Again, 10:15 left to play. And it's 3rd down and goal to go for the Cougars.
Been in this situation, another big 3rd down coming. Union's been pretty good tonight on 3rd down pickup conversion rate above 50%.
Emery's defense has also been good in goal to go situations. Union has not scored any points in the red zone tonight. Think about that.
Yeah, the Emery defense, back-to-back weeks, they've been stellar.
Well, right now, Emery trying to protect a 7-point lead in the 4th quarter. Both teams looking to get to 2-0. It has been a heck of a ball game. Emery, of course, playing an opponent a classification higher, Union out of the 3A classification. That always bodes well when you look at the RPI. The injured Spartan is Caleb O'Neill. He's able to walk off, but he will come out for a play. And when you lose Caleb O'Neill on the defensive side of the ball, you lose one of the most effective defensive ends in the classification. But the good news is O'Neill is able to walk off on his own. 3rd down and goal to go for the Cougars. Again, right to left on the radio dial. Ball on the far right hash mark. Murphy is back out of the pistol set again. 2 wideouts left side, 1 tight end. He's also got a man at the top. That's Womack, man-to-man coverage. Herdsman not giving him any cushion. Hackford motions out. It's an empty backfield, and Murphy will run it himself. Takes it in, dives forward, past the goal line, touchdown. And it's 13-14. Emery's lead down to 1 off of Murphy's quarterback keeper from 3 yards out, Dylan Murphy for 6.
Yeah, you take advantage off the kickoff. You get good field position once again. You come down. You take your time on the drive. They didn't take a lot of time off the clock. They moved quick, and they get the touchdown to answer that Emery touchdown right back to make it 14-13.
PAT attempt to tie this game up. Cody Duncan, the kicker. This one's a low line drive kick, and he gets it through. The officials had to sit there and talk about it. Coach Famalo is saying, wait, did that really go through? I wish we had instant replay to watch that. I mean, that was as line drive as it gets. You thought it was no good. The referees have got to talk about this.
I didn't think that thing had a chance of going through.
Say the kick was good.
They would know. They were underneath the bar.
It's tough for us on that line drive. So we are now tied 14-14. Because we were late, we won't take a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it here.
$10-13 left, Jordan. Fourth quarter. This has been a doozy of a game.
3-yard touchdown run by Murphy to make it 14-13, and then Duncan with the PAT, and we're all tied 14-all. 10-13 left to play here in regulation. Rare kickoff. Abrams will return. 5-10 now to the 15. Abrams to the 20, still on his feet, gets it out to the 25, 26-yard line. And that's where the Emery offense will set up shop with 10:06 to play in regulation. For this Emery offense, I mean, they have been able to eat large quantities of clock off here in the second half, and you will need another time-consuming drive to take the ball down and hopefully put 6 or 7 more up to keep the pressure on this Union team who will not go away. What a ball game we have had.
Yeah, we figured coming in this was going to be a back-and-forth game.
Yes.
These two teams are evenly matched. Defensively, it's just been awesome to watch. 14-14 game. Like you said, Emery has to have one of those drives where they take time off the clock.
But a couple of injuries for Emery on the sideline.
Yeah, they're trying to work through those.
Handoff. Ball goes to the right side, just shy of the 30. So Chrisman for a gain of 2. Chrisman in this game has 91 yards rushing now. Out of the shotgun set, 2 wideouts on each side. Chrisman's going to go right over to the left. Takes the snap, hands it off. Chrisman up the middle. He's got room to run. He's to the 40, 45, 50, into Union side of the field, all the way down to the 39-yard line. Big time play.
Once again, he just hits the gap, hits the hole, and then it's yak yards once again. He's all the way down to the Union side of things. Big first down play.
It's a 29-yard run. That's what they'll rule it. 29-yard pickup for Bowden Chrisman. First and 10, Emery back in plus territory with 9:08. Handoff again. This time it's JJ spin move, still on his feet. And he gets it close to the 30. We'll give him a gain of 8.
Yeah, the run game has been there all night long for the Emery Spartans. They continue just to pound the football right down Union's Broadway, and Union can't slow it up.
Well, Bowden's got 120 yards rushing. JJ with that compliment of 42. Second down at 8, 8:41 to play in regulation. JJ will line up offset right, trips left side. Handoff, JJ, he's got a gap. Spin move close to the 30. I think he's got the first down. We'll see where they spot forward progress. I'm going to say it's a gain of 2 and a first down.
First down. And this is how you answer back.
Well, I talked about a time-consuming drive, but when you're knocking off 10, 15, 20 yards per carry. You're going to move the ball down the field with a lot of speed. 1st and 10. Emery at the 30, nearing field goal range. Pay attention to that with the 8:20 mark. Gilbert's going to throw. Dump pass off. Johnson gets back to the line of scrimmage, dives forward, gain of 1.
Good tackle by Union coming up, making that play, slowing it up.
Well, using that as an extension of the run game. Gilbert on the pass to Johnson. JJ 2 grabs, 10 receiving yards in this game. Gilbert with 105 passing yards. He's only thrown the ball 15 times.
Yeah, it's a one-on-one coverage to the outside. He doesn't make that tackle. It's a huge gain. Instead, he makes the tackle, slows it up. 1 yard gain, 2nd and 9.
7:45 and counting left in regulation. Snap, quick pass. Abrams, 25. Abrams to the 20. Abrams knocked down to the 18-yard line. Gain of 11 to move the sticks. 1st and 10, Emery.
Screen, slip screen right there. Gets through, picks up the 1st down. Nice play, Emery.
In the red zone, trying to recapture the lead. Tie ball game, 7.5 minutes to play in the 4th. JJ lines up right side, 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Butler lines up behind the right tackle. Handoff, JJ follows his blocker on Butler, gets it close to the 15-yard line, up to the 16. Gain of 2. Now you can eat some clock.
Yeah, it's what I was going to say. More importantly, time is just ticking away, and Union can't do anything about it.
20 ticks on the play clock. Emery showing patience. 6:47 on the game clock. Gilbert, quick pass. Wants to go to Abrams, overshoots him. An obvious hold, and a flag comes out. I was going to say, how can you miss that? It's actually a heads-up play. I know Union is not thrilled with it, but it saves a touchdown.
That's an easy touchdown right there. If you don't just reach out and grab him, so what you do is just grab him, prevent the touchdown.
Trace Thomas is the guilty party. He's not happy with the flag, but I think it's a great play. Otherwise, Abrams is in the corner of the end zone for 6.
That's a smart play.
Pass interference is called.
I mean, obvious. I don't know why he's upset.
That takes Emery all the way to the 6-yard line. 6:39 to play in regulation. I agree. I mean, it was an easy call to make. We saw it from up here in the broadcast booth. Everybody pointing. But I think that Thomas had to do that.
Yeah, because it stops the touchdown.
Absolutely. 6:39 and counting. Out of the shotgun, JJ lines up right side. Trevin takes the snap, pitches it. JJ tries to get the edge to the 5, into the end zone, touchdown. Flag comes out as he went with a spin move celebration to jump into the end zone, and he will be flagged for an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, that one that you can't do. You can't take the penalty there. You just got to get into the end zone. He spins, jumps up in the air, and it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Emery after the touchdown. He took a pop, too.
He did. 6:32 left to play in regulation. JJ had a 6-yard run for a score. And the unsportsmanlike conduct, now Union has the right to take it on the kickoff, or they can take it on the extra point. I mean, you take it on the extra point, right? I believe they have the choice. Excuse me, I'll have to take it on the kickoff. So,
which they've got great field position on every kickoff.
Yeah, here's the conversation that's being had on the sidelines.
Yeah, I thought they had the opportunity to pick, don't they?
This is a huge extra point. Atwood was 4 of 5 last week. There was 1 block. 0 for 1 on PATs today with a block. So here we go. The untimed down, the PAT to break the tie, or to give Emery the 7-point lead, rather. Excuse me. Gilbert, high snap, gets it down. Atwood's PAT is easily good as lightning strikes as soon as it goes through the uprights. 6:32 left to play in the game. It's 21-14, Emery with the lead. We're back in 30 seconds.
Looking for financial solutions? At Cache Valley Bank, they're here to help. Whether you need commercial loans, mortgages, or expert financial advising, they've got you covered. Visit them today on the corner of First West and Main Street. Cache Valley Bank, your partner in financial success.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
6:32 left to play in regulation. Emery right now with a 21-14 lead over the Union Cougars. Now, due to the unsportsmanlike conduct when JJ crossed the goal line, Emery's going to have to kick off from their own 25-yard line. And Cruz Labrum has already been a problem in the return game. Almost feel like you've got to be consider just kicking this out of bounds. I mean, the coverage has been good, and Labrum has still found ways. He's going to get to return this from his own 17-yard line. He's already out to the 25, now to the 30, gets it out to the 35, out to the 40, and a tackle around the hips that go around by Gavin Bernard. And we have an injured Spartan on the play. Injuries have started to pile up here in the second half. 6:29 left to play. Well, Travis, I want to talk about the Emery defense and what you saw last time from Union as they managed to effectively move the ball down the field, converted on fourth down. But I think that was some of the best, let's say, parity that we have seen from the Union offense. They had us looking both ways. That was effective. And they managed to put 7 up on the scoreboard. They're going to need to do it again here.
Yeah, they really did. They got great balance on that drive, went down and scored like you said. So for Union, 6:29 left. They got great field position here to try to answer back. And you said in that third quarter, we may be knocking on that overtime door.
We haven't seen an overtime game in a really long, well, I shouldn't say that. We didn't. We saw one to end last season. Haven't seen one in the regular season in a long time. We did have a state playoff game, however, go to overtime. We have an injured Spartan down on the ground with 6:29 left to play here in the ball game. 21-14. Union will take over at their own 39-yard line. Injured player for the Spartans is Damon Farley. Damon's going to walk off gingerly on that ankle. Defense has come up big several times in this game. They're going to need to do it again. Union with 2 timeouts. Or they called a timeout as Emery had the ball on their first touchdown drive of the second half. Out comes the talented sophomore quarterback Dylan Murphy. He's got one man in the backfield with him. It's Hackford. He lines up, offset eye, hand off to Hackford, goes right side, explodes through the line of scrimmage, past the 45, up to the 47-yard line. Emery defense will play physical. Tayo stepped up, had some help from Gideon Meekum on the takedown. 2nd down and 3 off the gain of 7 from Hackford. We hit the 6-minute mark. Midway through the fourth quarter, 21-14 Emery, but Union close to plus territory already.
Yeah, they've lived in this area all night long.
They really have. Pay attention to Womack, big body, bottom of the screen. He's got man-to-man coverage, trips right side, one man in the backfield. It's Hackford. He lines up left side, same side as Hackford. Odd man front for Emery. Murphy back to pass. He's got 8 in the secondary. Floats one deep. In trouble. Tries to work it to the sidelines. Incomplete. Hayden Abrams in on the coverage. Abrams, who has played lights-out defense for Emery through 2 games, had 2 interceptions last week, forces the receiver to the sidelines. Ball floats out of bounds. 3rd down and 3. I like the play call. Test the waters deep. You have 3rd and short. It's 4 down territory, no doubt.
Yeah, that's one Union wants back. They got the play call they want. They had the coverage they want. They just can't complete the pass to the sideline.
5:38 left to play in the game. Union ball at their own 47-yard line. Murphy takes the snap, hands it off to Hackford, makes one defender miss, makes another. Spin move into Emery territory. First down, gang tackle, move the sticks. Yost came up yet again to help make the tackle. Caleb O'Neill had him wrapped up around the hips. But 1st and 10 Cougars now on the Emery 48-yard line, ball far right side hash mark. Clock continues to move as the chains are set. 5:25 and counting left in regulation.
Again, Union's going to take their time. They're going to try to pound the football, but they're going to take their chance as well. This might be the opportunity to go through the air.
3 wideouts left side. Back to pass. Murphy wants to go deep, has man-to-man coverage, and through the hands of Womack. He spun Herdsman around. The pass was right where it needed to be on the sideline. No risk of an interception. Womack couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd and 10.
That's a drop, a simple drop. It's a great play call. Good pass to get your wide receiver open again, but that's a drop. That's when you have to catch.
Emery has not been able to apply hardly any pressure to Murphy. 3-man front. Murphy's been able to stand up.
He's been clean pocket all night.
Yeah. They've contained him. He hasn't been a huge threat to run with his feet. Emery wants him to try to beat them with his arm. This time, quick wide receiver screen. Rasmussen follows his blockers. Huge play by Deacon Mangum. Mangum comes in from behind. Help from Butler on the takedown. Minimal gain on the wide-out screen. The split-back Rasmussen, who was so dynamic, and we have another injured Spartan down on the turf.
That hole closed quickly. Emery defensively gets over. They make the play, make the stop.
They give
another huge third down.
And they give Rasmussen a gain of 1 on the reception. More cramps. Remember, this game was delayed about a full hour due to lightning. So that's why we're a little bit late tonight as we approach 10 o'clock. 4:47 left in what's been just a very, very entertaining game. We're going to have a fun one next week as well. Emery will welcome an Enterprise. Now remember, 5 home games on the schedule this year, only 4 road games. Deacon Mangum was the injured Spartan. He will walk off gingerly, but Deacon will come out of the game. Gavin Bernard will come in now.
Yeah, the Enterprise game a year ago wasn't so friendly.
No, it wasn't. We can call it a revenge game next week. Let's worry about this one first. 4:47, 3rd down and 10. Murphy, clean pocket. He's got all the time in the world. Now he tries to climb the pocket, gets beyond O'Neill, still on his feet, gets by another defender, gets by another. He's to the 30. I talked about him not really hurting Emery with his feet. That time he gets into the secondary, and Ty Yost makes the takedown at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, Union, 4:34 left to play in the game.
First time tonight they've lost track of him and allowed him out of the pocket. He slithers through, picks up a huge gain, first down all the way down to the Emery 28-yard line.
He got through all 3 levels of the defense. Got past O'Neill, got past Bernard, got past Butler. Yost stepped up to make the hit. And now 1st and 10 from the 28. Murphy back into the shotgun set. They stack right side. Man coming in motion. It's Meekum. Left to right on the dial. Now goes behind the right tackle. The snap. Murphy with a handoff to Hackford. He wants to try to get the corner. Emery seals it, reverses back up into the middle of the field. O'Neill with a takedown from behind off the gain tackle. Stilson comes in to help on the takedown, but not before Hackford's able to pick up a good chunk of change. He gets to the Emery 22-yard line. Clock continuing to tick, now under 4 minutes in regulation.
Union does a good job. Their running backs never panic. They just stay the course. They stay patient. They wait for those holes to open back up, and they just fall right through. Again, that should have been a loss. Instead, it's a positive gain.
Some changes coming in. Blake Citrid will come into the game at defensive end as Caleb O'Neill will get a breather. 2 in the backfield this time for Murphy. Murphy hands it off immediately. This will go for positive gain. It's Rasmussen out of the backfield. That time, I believe it was Quade Obeson that came up. Nope, it was Ty Yost. Yost came in from behind, snagged the ankle. Still a good pickup here for the Cougars. It is third down, shy of the first down stick. They have to get to the 18-yard line. The ball stopped at the 19. It's third down and 1. Clock continuing to move. We're now down to 3 minutes at this point in time. If you're Union, you control the clock. You don't want to give Emery hardly any time to work with. You either win this game or send it into overtime on this drive or lose it. You don't give Emery the opportunity. And Coach Famalo wants to take a timeout. I think it's wise right here on third down at about a half a yard. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in regulation. We have a fun one brewing. Do not go anywhere. We're back in 30 seconds on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Imagine this. You're cruising down the highway, windows down, music up, but suddenly your car sputters. Don't let car troubles break your stride. At Cars, Complete Auto Repair Service in Wellington, they're dedicated to keeping your vehicle running smoothly so you can keep enjoying those flawless drives. From regular maintenance like oil changes and wheel alignments to tune-ups and even new tires, Cars is here to help. Visit Cars today and drive away confident knowing your car is in its best shape ever.
The Spartans play here.
Hayden Abrams, number 3. Caleb O'Neill, number 58. Deacon Mangum, number 12.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
2:45 left to play in regulation. Emery 21, Union 14. But the Cougars are threatening. They have the ball in the red zone, third down at about a half a yard. They have to get to the 18-yard line to get a fresh set of downs. And right now they are trying to move the ball on the ground. And it's worked. Handoff this time, right side. It's Hackford. Patient run yet again. Travis inside the 15-yard line. He's got more than enough to move the sticks. But again, took his time. Worked it around the right side, going off tackle for the first down.
Yeah, never no panic. They just stay the course. They stay patient. They wait, and they pick up the first down. 2:36, chain set, clock wind.
Emery with 2 timeouts left in this game. Not a goal-to-go situation for the Cougars. They can get down to the 5-yard line for a fresh set. Ball's at the 15. Murphy taking his time.
Yeah, at some point you got to get pressure, though.
Yep. 13 on the play clock. Meekum's going to go in motion left to right. Pistol set. Murphy hands it off. Hackford wants to go to the right side, and he'll pick up more yardage inside the 10-yard line, shy of the first down sticks. You can feel that Union has wore down this Emery defensive front. They are picking up 5-6 yards a pop right now. All the momentum in the world as we hit the 2-minute mark.
They're getting good blocking up front. They're getting to the outside edge. That's where you want to be. Now it's 2nd and 3.
2nd down and 3. Did not quite pick up the first down. Got to get to the 5 to move the sticks.
But you can see that Emery's defense is a little worn down.
Injuries have piled up.
Yep.
It's affected that depth.
But that's what the run game will do. It will wear you down.
Yep. Short real estate. It's closing with the ball right now with the 8-yard line. Handoff to Hackford. He's got a big gaping hole. He's close to the first down stick. I believe he has just enough as he gets to the 5-yard line. And with 1:16 and counting, both teams with 2 timeouts. Now, let's not forget, clock is in favor of Emery at this point in time. Union has to cross the goal line here, and we are down to 60 seconds. 3rd down and 1. Did not quite get the first down.
That's an advantage to Emery. More time off the clock. They have to run another play instead of having the first down.
Under a minute to play. The snap. Murphy with a handoff. Hackford's got the first down. Does not get in the end zone. He is down to the 2-yard line. Clock will stop for just a moment for the first down, and Union will take a timeout with 46 seconds left.
So that stop really benefited Emery because it should have been first down. They have to run the play to pick up the first down. More time comes off the clock. That's what's more important is they kill 2 plays to take more time off the clock.
Right now, if you are the Cougars, you have 4 downs to go 2 yards. I mean, it's really that simple. You have 1 timeout left. Now you are in control, though, with a fresh set of downs. Downs are not going to be an issue.
Nope, got to score.
Now, if Union does score, they go for the win. That's the other question. The way they're moving the football right now, I think you really have to consider it.
You know I like to gamble, Jordan.
If
I score, I'm going for 2.
I'm as conservative as they come. I don't chase points, but they're moving the football effectively right now in between the tackles. They've got to cross the goal line first, though, before we worry about it.
Nothing. Yeah, they score. Nothing shows me that Emery can slow down that running attack. That's why I go for 2.
Murphy out of the pistol. He's got Hackford with him out of the backfield. Emery's going to stack the box. Ball at the 2-yard line. Excuse me, that's Rasmussen out of the backfield. The handoff, and Rasmussen goes nowhere, and Union will take a timeout. So they go from Hackford to Rasmussen, the split back out of the backfield, and he runs into a wall. Ball remains at the 2-yard line, 41 seconds left. If I'm not mistaken, that is the final timeout for Union.
That should be the final timeout.
I think.
41.9. They burned the last timeout on the run. They don't get anything going. Great job up front to get through the line to make the tackle.
We are going to keep it here. An exciting finish is upon us regardless. Emery 21, Union 14, 41 seconds left in regulation, and the Cougars have the ball on the Emery 2-yard line. The Cougars had the ball in the red zone early on in this ball game, and the Emery defense forced a huge stop. They'll need it again. That Emery defensive front anchored by Caleb O'Neill, Josh Howard, and also roll out Hadfield. Stacking the box yet again. Murphy out of the shotgun. He's got one man in the backfield with him. Takes the snap. He's going to run it himself. Has a gap. He is met. Trying to drag the pile past the goal line. Did he get in?
No.
Still waiting. He did not. They say no, and the clock is stopped momentarily. The white hat is going to stop the clock, and they give him a touchdown. They give Murphy the touchdown. I thought he was stopped short. That's why they stopped the clock. They managed to push the pile forward, and now Union is within 1 point, 21-20, on the 2-yard quarterback keeper.
It looked like from our point, they did make the stop. But at the last second, the feet keep moving. The pile keeps pushing. He's into the end zone.
So now do you go for the win or do you kick the PAT? It was an adventure the last time Union kicked the point after. I'm telling you right now, they're going to go for it. The offense is staying out on the field, and so the Emery defense is going to have to come up with a big play right here. Union with the ball at the 3-yard line, 21-20 Emery, and a 2-point conversion attempt is upon us. Offense stays out on the field. The game will be won or lost right here for both teams. Coach Famalo will take a timeout. He's calling for the timeout. He finally got one. Coach Famalo had to walk all the way out to the 10-yard line to get the timeout. 31 seconds left. Emery 21, Union 20. We'll keep it here. I'm on the edge of my seat right now, Travis. What does Union do? It's an RPO. There's no question.
RPO, like you said, the run game's been there all night long. Simple. You put the ball in the hands of your best player, that's your quarterback, and let him make that decision. Do I tuck and go, or do I think he can roll out and have that advantage with one of his wideouts, but I'm going to have him just take the snap and get into the end zone.
This is an easy decision, I think, to go for the win. Union has controlled this game over the final 5 minutes. Jackson Johnson scored the go-ahead touchdown for Emery with 6:32 to play in the game. And so this drive for Union lasted exactly 6 minutes before scoring the potential tying or go-ahead touchdown. Here we go out of the timeout, 2-point conversion attempt. Murphy has one man in the backfield with him. It's Hackford. We are set to go. Emery stacks the box. 2 in motion now for the Cougars. Murphy on the snap, rolls out right side. The edge. It's filled, brought down to the ground. Huge stop. Hayden Abrams able to get in the backfield, and he brings Murphy down to the ground. 2-point conversion, no good. Emery still maintains the lead. 21-20 on the senior, Hayden Abrams.
What a tackle to get to the outside. It looked like he had all sorts of room to maneuver to get to the corner. Instead, Hayden comes over, makes the tackle. It's a fell 2-point conversion. Spartans lead 21-20.
He was our Eastern Utah Community Credit Union Athlete of the Week for his performance last week against North Sanpete, and the senior comes up big again on the takedown. 2-point conversion, no good. Onside kick will now ensue here for Union. They have to recover it if they want a chance to win this game.
All Emery has to do is recover this onside kick, and they're going to be 2-0.
What a ball game. Union elected to go for the win. Emery's defense rises to the occasion, and now an onside kick to determine the outcome of this game with 30 seconds to play.
I still believe that's the right call to go for the win.
I agree. Now remember, the onside kick must travel 10 yards or has to be touched by an Emery player before Union can recover. Ball lined up, Cody Duncan. Emery needs to move up to the 50-yard line. Right now they got guys hanging out back at about the 47.
They're too far back.
31 seconds left. Now they scoot up.
There you go.
Hands team out. Duncan, the onside kick. It's a beautiful onside. Emery recovers, and that'll do it. Quade Ovison able to wrap it up tight at the 50-yard line. That was a terrific onside kick by Duncan.
That was a beautiful little dribbler where it had to be, and for a split second it looked like Union had a chance to pounce on it, but Emery's going to come up with the win.
Quade Ovison wraps it up, and now the quarterback's favorite play, Emery looking to escape, up 21-20 over the Union Cougars. Go into the victory formation, get to 2-0, and shift focus to Enterprise next week. What a big-time gut check for the defense and the special teams, and they pass with flying colors.
That's back-to-back weeks by the Emery defense.
Snap, knee, bowl game. Emery gets the win. 2-0 for the second consecutive season. They topped the Union Cougars yet again. This time, it was in thrilling fashion. Oh, how about Hayden Abrams again?
Catch your breath over there, Jordan. Hayden Abrams comes up with a game-saving tackle, and Emery gets off the home field, the home opener, 21-20.
A classic game here at Emery High School to get things rolling on the home portion of the schedule. Emery now 2-0 for the second consecutive season. They'll try to get to 3-0 next week against Enterprise. More coming up when we return. It's the post-game wrap-up show brought to you by Eastern Utah Community Credit Union. This one's a final in the books. Emery 21, Union 20.
At Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, we have the solutions to your financial goals. From auto loans, RV, home and business, to savings, money market, and certificate accounts. With local people, local lending, and local decisions, you can depend on us.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
Discover peace of mind with Don's Hometown Insurance, now even closer to home at their new location, 58 West Main Street in Price. Connect directly with friendly agents ready to tailor a package just for you. Imagine bundling your home, auto, and life insurance, simplifying your life while maximizing your savings. Experience personalized service designed to protect what matters most to you. Visit Don's Hometown Insurance today and feel the difference.
Imagine stepping foot into your dream home. The scent of fresh paint and the feel of plush carpet under your feet. Hi, this is Greg at the Driggs Mortgage Team. We make that dream come to life with our expert guidance and personalized financing solutions. Now closer to you at our new location in 23 South Carbon Avenue, Suite 21 in Price, because when it comes to financing your home, there's simply no substitute for experience.
Eastern Utah Imaging is open. With scan times of less than 30 minutes, the ability to scan a wide range of implanted devices, and a turnaround time for results of 24 hours or less, you need to call Eastern Utah Imaging. Ask your doctor or call 636 X-Ray to schedule your appointment today.
You see your friends with their new travel trailers, four-wheelers, and side-by-sides. They're living the dream, right? Well, it doesn't just have to be a dream. You can start living that same dream life today by starting your new career with GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance. GMS is hiring mechanics, electricians, fabricators, experienced and inexperienced miners. They offer high starting wages, benefits, a 401k, and vacation pay. Local jobs are available. Apply today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. The dream can be yours with GMS Mine Repair.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Discover the difference experience makes at Mr. Automotive in Huntington. With over 30 years dedicated to matching the perfect vehicle with the right person in Castle Country, we know a thing or two about cars and about saving you money. Thanks to our low overhead, we're able to pass incredible savings directly on to you. Drive away happy with a deal as reliable as our service. Visit Mr. Automotive today, where experience means savings and you meet your new car.
At Oliver Law, we specialize in criminal defense and DUI. Everyone needs to know their rights. Let us guide you through the criminal justice minefield. At Oliver Law, we still believe in innocent until proven guilty.
Emery High School football on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Well, if you love thrilling finishes, you got one tonight. Emery picks up the 21-20 win over the Union Cougars. Welcome into the postgame wrap-up show, brought to you by Eastern Utah Community Credit Union. Emery moves to 2-0 for the second consecutive season. Travis, that was fun.
That was a fun game. We knew coming in, both these teams evenly matched. It was going to be back and forth. And Emery comes up with the stop in the last closing seconds on the two-point conversion to get over. Hayden Abrams makes the tackle. Emery walks away 21-20.
This was a team that was tested yet again. Now you find multiple ways to get wins early on, and I think that is what's so positive. Hopefully, we're able to catch up with Coach John Famalo tonight, because if we've ever needed a post-game wrap-up show and a coach's interview, it is tonight, to say the least.
Yeah, we talk about, Emery's schedule, who's in the region, who's, in that division, if you want to call it region, division, whatever you want to call it. You have to bank these wins early on. You have to bank your home wins, and that's one Emery needed. That was a gut check, and Emery came through.
Let's take a look at the final statistics. In fact, I want to start with the scoring plays in this game as we go to the wrap-up. First touchdown of the contest comes at the 4:36 mark in the second quarter. Trevin Gilbert connects with Braxton Butler on a 21-yard touchdown. Emery goes up 6-0 after the extra point was blocked. Okay, moments later, not long, about 4 minutes of game time, Murphy, standout quarterback for Union, connects on a 25-yard touchdown pass to Womack, who was a problem in the first half for Emery. We see it all of a sudden, 7-6 off of the PAT. That's how we go to the break. Emery trailing by 1. Second half, Emery's defense gets in on the equation. Ty Yost, interception. 7:03 left in the third. Emery is able to score 4 minutes later as Bowden Chrisman gets in on a 1-yard touchdown. Emery goes for 2. Handoff to Butler and around. Butler puts it into the end zone. It is 14-7. Emery goes up by 7. Union answers back. Beginning of the fourth quarter. About 10 minutes left in regulation. Murphy, 3-yard touchdown run, extra point good, and all of a sudden, it's 14-14. There's no quit from either team in this game. They're just extending blow after blow after blow. We go midway through the fourth quarter. Jackson Johnson finds the end zone on a 6-yard touchdown run, and Emery goes up 21-14. The final 6 minutes, final 6 out of the final 6.5 minutes, Union controls the clock. They take the ball all the way down, 30 seconds left in the game. Murphy scores on a 2-yard touchdown run. What a way to get down to the finish line, right? Union, instead of going for the tie on the PAT, they elect to go for 2. Emery, watching RPO, Murphy fakes the handoff, takes it himself. He wants to go around the outside. What happens? A blast. Hayden Abrams comes up. He makes the defensive stop of the game. And Emery gets the win, 21-20. Wasn't quite over at that point, though, because the Union Cougars had a chance. They went to the onside kick, and the senior Quade Obeson on the hands team, he managed to wrap it up, and that sealed the deal. 21-20 Emery, they move to 2-0 on the season. Just a phenomenal, phenomenal game, full of excitement through and through. Boy, you couldn't ask for anything better on the home opener. We take a look at the final statistics in this one. Trevin Gilbert was so efficient. We only have him down for 2 incompletions. He goes 14 of 16, 116 yards, and he also has a touchdown to his name, a 21-yard strike, as he connects with Braxton Butler for a score. Trevin was great, had 1 turnover, fumbled early, but showed no ill effects. From that point on, he was outstanding. We look at the receiving game. Once again, you're seeing so much parity. Last week, 7 wide receivers get in on it. This week, 6 get in on it. Ty Yost leads the way. He goes 44 yards through the air on 3 catches, had grabs of 14, 16, and 14 yards. And then Braxton Butler, he had 2 grabs for 29 yards, including a 21-yard touchdown. Deacon Mangum, 2 grabs for 12 yards. Porter Herdsman, 2 grabs for 10 yards. Jackson Johnson has 2 for 10 yards as well. The running attack, that was what the big focus was on. Could Emery effectively run the football tonight? Well, Bowden Chrisman answered that with a big yes. He finishes the game with 15 carries for 120 yards, had a 1-yard touchdown run. It wasn't just Bowden. Jackson Johnson, 10 carries, 52 yards, and he had a touchdown as well. So yes, Emery managed to run the football effectively tonight, and they grabbed the win, 21-20, over the Union Cougars. Now, that is going to do it for our live broadcast on YouTube. However, we will continue with a post-game wrap-up show on KOAL, 107.3 FM, 750 AM, also online at castlecountryradio.com. All you have to do is flip over there. We'll catch up with Coach John Famalo, and we will continue to wrap up this exciting broadcast here. Final score once again tonight, Emery 21, Union 20. Emery goes to 2-0 next week at home again as they take on Enterprise. For the YouTube crowd, have a terrific night, and go Spartans. We'll continue the post-game wrap-up show in just a moment on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
The Spartans play here.
Hayden Abrams, number 3. Caleb O'Neill, number 58. Deacon Mangum, number 12.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.